reviewing that show. We review that show. And if we think we can, we can still view that show. All the people be trying to view like us, but you know they can. It's Marty, and that's it.
Review that show, bitch!
Nothing, brother. It's poppin', son. How you?
How you doing?
Chilling.
Heard of that.
Finally made it to the end of my Game of Thrones journey.
Yeah, that was
yes.
That was good to hear.
Yes.
Now we finally get to talk about all the good shit.
J.Steel said she's gonna be late, so
okay.
We can talk our shit.
Oh, actually, come to think, we won't be recording this week, unfortunately. So is it cool? Can I grab this?
You grab whatever, man.
Awesome.
It was whatever. But yeah, man.
So where we at, baby? Where we at? Tell me how you feel. You at the end. How you feel?
What is wrong with this author, bruh? And
George R.R. Martin?
And his love for incest. Tell me, Marty, what is up with this guy's love for incest, man? I understand in real life that's what they were doing. Cool. Yeah. But it worked for the villainous characters because, you know, you're not supposed to feel comfortable or like Cersei and Jaime, I guess. Even though half the time I forget that they're brother and sisters. Like, because they have such chemistry. But it's like,
true. Right.
I'm like, okay, I'm believing my girl Oshun's prediction that it's going to be Jaime that's going to have to kill Cersei. He's going to be the Queen Slayer. Because they keep calling him Kingslayer. So I can see why they're going to come full circle. He's going to be the Queen Slayer, especially how they just left off.
I think he'll be the only one that can get close enough to her.
Exactly.
Yeah, so,
but after you just had me all on riding with the chemistry between Jon Snow and motherfucking Dany Savage. And I'm like, man, because when he told her, she was like, I have not permit you to leave. My lady, I'm a king. No one permits me to leave. I'm the mother. Who the fuck are you talking to? I'm Jon motherfucking Snow.
Damn nutty ass Targaryens.
Nigga. Nah. I was glad when he first met her and his nigga Davos had to be like, wait, hold up. You had Miss Sindri pretty ass tell me all these. She got this big ass title and all this shit. But guess what, nigga? My nigga done this. My nigga done that. My nigga done the other. My nigga done that. Oh, yeah, I ain't supposed to say that, but he died and shit. So, come on.
He's been to the other side.
To the other side and saw nothing, man. This is Jon motherfucking Snow. Right. This is Ned Stark's nephew. So.
Oh, shit. He's there.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, so that whole reveal, man, that felt like forever coming.
Dany is his AT, bro. That is weird.
Yeah.
Why? Why, George?
So you've watched it all the way through more recently.
Yep.
Who was it? So I feel like she mentioned the fact that they were sort of in the incest back in the day. I can't remember who mentioned it, but somebody sort of mentioned it that the Targaryens wanted to keep the bloodline pure. So they only
that sounds like vaguely familiar.
I can't remember who said it.
Dog.
But then, like, I kind of got the impression from that once she finds out what's really up, I don't know if she'll have as much of a problem with it as Jon will.
I don't know, man. I have a problem with it. Because, like, somebody schooled me on it that reads the books and shit, and they told me what you just said about how the Targaryens, that's how they got down anyway. Yeah. But I'm like, but within the world of the story that's been set, that has not been looked at as a positive thing. You know what I mean? No. Like, they clowned Cersei and Jaime for this shit.
Yeah.
So the world that's been set has incest being like, it's one thing if it was just this accepted thing from the top of the show. I still would have been weirded out. But right. or if they even established already, like, for real, that okay, some spots it just rock like that. But every time incest,
like, if it was just a Dorne thing, it's like, okay.
Yeah, but every time it's come up, it's been looked at as an oddity. Even when Theon tried to fuck his sister, then he found out it was his sister. He immediately didn't want it.
Oh my god!
You know what I'm saying? It was like it's not been looked at as a good thing.
Damn, that was awkward.
But they was telling me how the Targaryens are looked at like as these weirdos anyway. So you know they do what the Targaryens do what they fucking do.
Right.
But so I can hear what you're saying on Dany may not be as against it, but it's one thing not to know is another thing to know. I remember one of the showrunners at the end of that episode was talking about how like that might like put a little wedge between them for a second. And I'm like, y'all wrong for making that be the wedge. Every other wedge, I'm like, they can fight for it. This wedge made me go, I feel guilty rooting for this now.
Yeah.
And you know he just popped the baby in him.
Oh, shit, you think?
Man, I mean, the thing goes off with them fucking.
Yeah.
And Brand talking all this weird Brannigan shit. So,
wow, wouldn't that be one hell of a
man, he
stand?
popped. And she just said, man, I can't have, I'm letting you know I can't have children. And he said, who told you that? He was like, a witch? Do you think that's a valuable source? I like, oh, John just said shit. You ain't get my nut yet. You ain't get none of this snow dick. Come hashtag blow the snow. And what happened was she blew her nephew.
Zombie snow dick.
Zombie snow dick. And he put it on her, and I think he put it in her. And now we gonna have a pregnant Danny Savage on the Iron Throne. But they got so many people for the Iron Throne now. We got Jon Snow, who's the rightful male heir. We got Danny Savage, who's been fighting for this shit so fucking hard. We got freaking Gendry, who is the kinda heir, but not really, but kinda on some technical. The king's son, type shit.
About Gendry still being around.
Yeah, he's still out here. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like we got these, these motherfuckers. Littlefinger's death was so satisfying. Oh my God. I thought
that
Sans,
one?
Oh God.
Okay, so that one and my man who hosted the Red Wedding. His death.
Oh, when Arya got him good.
Yeah, nigga. That's how you start a motherfucking
season
season right there.
They
nigga.
started the season with that. Oh. Yeah.
But also too, another trippy thing was the way they started the season with it, because you know that nigga's dead. And you're like, well, how is he sitting here talking to all of them? Oh yeah, that's right. Arya's nobody.
Yeah, she's nobody.
She's nobody.
She's fully nobody.
Yeah,
and that was beauty.
Oh my God, that one and you know what? Actually, now that I think about it, I do have to give him credit, because there was a bit of an upswing when was it EB something what fuck him, the damn creators, once they took over, not creators but the showrunners or whatever. When they took over, there was sort of an upswing of everybody, not everybody, but some of the good guys sort of winning. Mm-hmm. Kind of getting some satisfying moments. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I do kind of enjoy that. I wonder if sort of where their loyalties are gonna lie once the final season comes, because that's kind of mostly on them.
Tyrion got me wondering. I think he had a moment with his sister after finding out she was pregnant.
Oh. What do you mean? Like, when you say he had a moment, do you think he's no longer on board with?
I don't know I don't know what he's on board with. Because at this weird somber moment when Jon was smashing Danny, Danny was smashing Jon. Let's be equal here. But you know what I mean? At this moment, he had outside that door, and he looked, and he didn't look like they getting busy. It was more like somber. Like and I made me wonder, are you gonna stab them in the back now that you know that you got another family member going on? You know what I mean? Because all these people are so family. So I don't know, man.
Okay.
I hope our homie don't flip, but that would be one of the most heart-wrenching moments if Tyrion, out of being the one Lannister, one Landerdashian that you could fuck with, wound up being the one that flip, and Jaime on the other end go good. It's like Tyrion go bad and Jaime go good. Wouldn't that be a trip? Jaime turns on Cersei and Tyrion gets with it after everything was going on this whole season, this whole series.
So anticlimactic.
I think they're gonna do that.
To happen.
Nope, I think people are gonna riot in the streets. It's gonna be a marvelous thing to see Facebook, Twitter, and everything just explode when Tyrion switches up on Dany and Jon, and Jaime be the one that really hold it down for the Landerdashians.
Did I talk about that here, where how I felt that HBO has sort of a way of not just in general sticking their landings in terms of their season finale? That was here, right? We talked about that a little bit. Yeah. And I just see that when you mention that, I'm just kind of like, man, I don't want that. But that could possibly be what I get.
I don't think it's a bad ending, but pause. Did you ever realize who Luther was from Umbrella Academy that's on Game of Thrones? Because he has a matching name that works.
No, he was the son of the guy that got burned.
Dickon.
Dickon?
Yep, that's his name. Dickon. And they even hit him with a joke. Bron hit him with it. Said, "What's up, Rickon?" No, it's Dickon. And Bron said, "Right." Oh, Bron.
God damn, I love Bron.
Bruh, but he was the one who stupidly burned with his father. After his father was
that was okay.
Yo, need someone to carry on this Tully shit, because if not, I think he in the back of his mind saying, Sam gets it, because Sam out here, That's his pops. Remember his fucked up ass pops burning.
Yeah.
So really, Sam got some Tully land over there.
Yeah, that's you know what I was sort of wondering is that gonna
Drive a wedge.
Yeah,
because
like is Sam gonna be like pissed about that? Is he gonna want revenge?
I wondered that too.
He wasn't so much a fan of the dad, but like, am I remembering it correctly? Like he was sort of somewhat friendly with the brother.
They had no beef.
No beef, right?
They had no beef. It was a dad that just was a dick.
Yeah.
So he might feel a way. I mean, Game of Thrones is gonna break everyone's hearts all next season as they embark on 2-hour episodes, my nigga.
But do you remember, because now you're putting some shit in my head, now the wheels are spinning again. Remember every time John falls in love, somebody on his side, or who's quote unquote on his side at the time, kills his love.
You only been in love once, okay.
Okay, redhead.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
You know nothing.
Well, I was so satisfied seeing that little boy get hung.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yep. Even though I felt where he was coming from, I was mad at John.
Yeah.
He wanted to go down like a real nigga. You gotta die like a real nigga. God damn it. But
yeah, no, I'm sorry.
Who Jon Snow was? Who else he was in love with?
He was. Shit, am I?
Yeah, he only got that. He only got that one crumb of pussy.
And now he's kind of feeling Danny, and it'd be interesting if Danny killed
Sam's daddy and brother, and Sam is his bestie.
Yeah, Sam gets in close. Stabby.
Sam is not going to kill
lady.
He's not going to kill anyone.
We'd never expect it from
Sam.
Sam
was not going to kill anybody.
You never suspect Sam.
Sam going to take that lick and be like, well, it's war. And that's going to be what it is.
Sam killed the White Walker, man.
Yeah, that's the one he killed. Then he got, punked down in front of his old lady. Now, he's a real nigga for stealing that sword. I see him there. He was a real nigga for saving Cockblocker Jones, but
Cockblocker Jones,
Indiana Jones, Jorah, man.
Boy,
every time Jon Snow side-eye that nigga, I'm with you, John. Side-eye that cuck.
You call him the Cockblocker.
He a whole cuck. And every time he pop up, it's the hate on somebody because he trying to get that fucking Danny Savage pussy, and she ain't gonna never fuck you, Jorah.
He don't know it though, and it's just
she ain't gonna never fuck you.
And now, did she tell that to him? I mean, like, you gotta get it through your head.
Man, I was mad when John almost gave him that fucking sword back. I was like, John, I know you better not be about to give this nigga the one sword that you seen that be blasting these motherfucking White Walkers. He made me mad. I don't give a goddamn, nigga. We in a war. You give him back that motherfucking sword when this whole war is over. That's when you get the fucking sword back, nigga.
Okay, fair enough. Okay.
I've saved my life too many times only on account of this goddamn sword.
Yeah, sorry, you can't have it.
Not this Valyrian steel, nigga. Not my Valyrian steel, nigga. Fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Nah. I enjoyed that White Walker battle. But I knew she was going to lose her dragon.
Oh,
when they went out there. Because at first I'm like...
Yeah, right. Okay, so you're just getting to it. So
no, not finished everything, but I'm just jumping around.
So when it aired, actually, right? They leaked that whole like thing had leaked.
What?
Like the episodes, like they had breakdowns, like the scripts leaked. That's what happened. The scripts had leaked, but they were saying that the scripts weren't real.
Yeah.
So I went through one of the YouTube breakdowns, of course, because I was just kind of curious. I didn't do the final episode, but I did that one, and leading up to it, because like I did it like maybe when we were in episode 5 or something like that. Like we were really early on. So when I saw it, I was like, okay, so this has to happen and that has to happen, and that means the Hound has to get here
some kind of way.
Yeah, some kind of way, and da 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 da. I'm like, oh, all these people are gonna get together. This will be fucking dope. I'm like, oh shit, this is gonna happen though. Oh, there's no way this fucking shit is real. And sure the fuck enough, a goddamn zombie polar bear shows up, and they have a battle with it. Yeah, and he takes out old boy, and that
one nigga was real as fuck though for a minute. The nigga who like got attacked and just burned his freaking self back together. He died later, but he was with your boy at the one eye that always come back to life, man.
Yeah, that dude, right? Yeah,
he was a real nigga. But I mean, that whole episode was tight and tense.
It was.
As soon as I saw her come with all 3 dragons, I felt like she's gonna lose a dragon. She's gonna lose a dragon. And then when that dragon went under, I was like, oh, now they have a dragon.
Oh, you were thinking that already?
As soon as they killed it. I
wasn't even thinking that. When they started pulling that nigga up, I was like, oh no, they're gonna have a dragon.
Because one of the scariest things about the Night King and his squad is when you die, you on his side. that fucked with me when no girl woke up, nigga. I was like, wait, nigga, if you die, you on his side. How do you even fight that shit? Every time he kills any of your people in this war, he has more soldiers. But if we're at war, nigga,
it's instant. Yeah.
Nigga, you got more soldiers, so that never leaves me. So as soon as I saw that dragon, boom, I said, they gave these people a dragon. I was scared of the giants. When I saw they had giants, I was like, fuck, they got giants.
Oh, no.
They gave him a dragon, dog. A whole dragon.
They gave him a fucking giant.
They got giants and dragons.
Yeah.
And whatever's, oh my. We got Brannigan on some crackhead shit. We got all kind of things going on, man. I don't know what's going. They keep on showing my nigga. I feel like my nigga gonna die, man.
Who's that?
Grey Worm, son. They showed.
Oh,
you saw. I saw him all in the trailers.
Saving Private Ryan moment.
They showed him a lot in the trailers. I was like, oh, they gonna murder him.
Oh, dude, you're not.
Grey Worm's gone.
I'm not gonna enjoy this.
No, I'm not.
You're not gonna die a happy death.
Thank you for showing the sex scene with you and the pretty one, though, Miss Sandra. I love her.
I know,
beautiful,
right?
Bro.
Masadi, right?
Well, how the fuck you say her name? She's amazing. But Grey Worm, you better get as much pussy in your mouth as you can, cockless one, because you about to die.
Yeah, you ain't coming home.
Bro, I'm probably about to die because Cersei feeling betrayed or the slick by him setting up that meeting. So, but hopefully she let that slide after talking to her brother. I just hate that Bron.
Come on, she. That must say, hopefully she lets it slide.
She talked to Tyrion. You right, because I'm kind of traumatized by like every episode.
Bless your heart.
Every episode, ever since she captured the Dorn chick, I always think, and she's still there. Every time an episode goes off,
I'm like,
and she's still there.
What do you think about her killing Cersei? Never. Not in a million years.
If we ever see her again, she's going to be like out of her fucking brain, dog. I don't think she's right in the head anymore. And that's such a fucked up way for that. I loved all the Dorn people and they all died.
Awful deaths, too. I hate the way they got rid of them.
Like, yeah.
They got rid of the... Well, we know a boy couldn't fight. I mean, that was clear. He had a glass jaw. But
no.
That was
Oberyn was one of the most heartbreaking deaths. And then,
I still haven't gotten over it. I can't watch that episode, bro.
Bro.
He screams. He dies screaming.
With his teeth getting knocked out. It's just like crazy. And his skull getting crushed. Yep. And who in the fuck is going to murder the mutant mountain?
So, have you seen the trailer for this?
I saw it. I didn't see him in it. Unless I saw some other one.
But there's a scene where Arya's like got blood on her and she's like running
from something. Yeah. I think it's the mountain.
I think she tries to kill him a traditional way and thinking she can do it.
You can't kill him.
And then he's like, you can't kill him that way anymore. He's a fucking mutant.
He's a mutant.
And she's like, oh shit, let me get the fuck out of here. And I think
someone was saying it's probably might be a White Walker, but no, that makes way more sense because she's still on her kill. Mm-hmm. Ooh.
That was what I thought. I don't know. I could be wrong. I think that's my theory.
I think that's a good theory though. Yeah. Don't kill Arya, we riot.
Oh no.
Really, dog.
I feel like something. I'm trying to figure out what's gonna help her. What could help her in those moments? Like what the fuck? Oh, that's what it is. So have you heard about Clegane Bowl?
What's that?
So that's a battle between the Clegane,
the Hound and them.
Yeah, the Hound and his brother.
Yeah,
have a battle.
Yeah,
that's talked about. Now I'm not really clear on the details.
Fucked up the Hound right there.
Well, no, they have this battle sort of just like after a battle that hasn't sort of happened yet in the show. That was supposed to that they were teasing and saying that it was supposed to happen.
Yeah.
So like, let's say Arya gets to the point where she's there, she's trying to kill him. That might be the moment where we get
Hound comes up, and
we get our Clegane Bowl.
I'm with you.
I think that might happen.
I think that you got to write them back because it's symmetry because. He had love for Arya, but Arya didn't trust him.
Right.
You feel me? And she even said, that was the one that she kind of felt bad about out of all of them. With the man with no face, she was like, she had complex feelings about the Hound, killing the Hound. So I feel like if the Hound comes to her defense to fight the Mountain, then they probably going to kill each other or whatnot. Or probably. Hound's going to win the fight, but I think he's going to sustain injuries that's going to make him die anyway. And him and Arya going to have like a nice little moment of, Boom.
Seeing them all.
Yep. Yeah, that's gonna be cool. And she gonna send him up the right way this time and say, because remember she left him to die.
Time, yeah.
Boom, 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 boom. But this time she gonna stay with him until he dies. Boom. We just called it. High five. We called that.
Yeah.
We called it. That's how it's going down. Boom. That is how it's fucking going down.
All right, so you guys tape that, put it on wax.
Man, let them know. Are we recording still? Yes, we are recording.
Yay!
I'm just making sure it's getting documented that we called that.
We called that shit.
I'm trying to think, is there any other Game of Thrones shit that I want to cover, that I want to speak on before we get into the get down?
Okay. You think we're ever going to see her, the water dancer again? Like, nah, he's gone. Not happening.
What water dancer?
Sorry, her fucking teacher from the first season.
I thought he died.
Well, they said he died, but we never saw it. So I was like, you know how they are with Game of Thrones.
No, they murdered that guy.
Oh, no, he's dead.
I saw that fight, man. That nigga got murdered, dog.
Give up on it, Marty.
He's dead. He's dead.
Let him go.
And so much time has passed. Someone had to break down to me that a season there is years, because I was, confused by that. I'm like, Arya is like, she grew up in one spring. Okay, wow, pretty 3 months and she's grown.
Yeah.
But notice that they're that's like when winter's coming such a big ideal, because their seasons last for so long. So that's good to freaking know.
Yeah.
But I'm hyped. I'm amped that I caught up.
Yeah, that's dope, man. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I don't really. I don't know who's your being.
Rhaegar Targaryen.
Who's your? So we kind of. I think we kind of already touched on this, but just to touch bases one last time. So what's your most surprising death in Game of Thrones for you? Whose death surprised you? Actually caught you off guard?
I mean, I think the normal ones, dog. You rooting for Ned to ride, and then Ned gets murdered, and that's when you realize what kind of show you in.
Right.
Then the Red Wedding scars you, period. Then Oberyn fucks you up. Right. You like, damn.
Most disappointing death.
I'm trying to think, because all the other deaths, it sucked that Jon Snow's chick died. Nothing, Jon Snow. That was bad. That sucked.
Yeah.
It didn't suck as much as the others.
She was on the other side at the time, though.
But she looked like the tragedy is, it seemed like she wasn't going to shoot him.
I don't think she was.
You know what I mean? She wasn't going to shoot him. She just was heartbroken, bro. But she wasn't going to shoot him, dog. So it was like, that was just like tragic. Tywin, that was great. Joffrey, that was great. Tomlin, he's an idiot.
Tomlin was fucking funny.
Tomlin sucked ass.
He's like, I'm done.
He just was not ready for none of that shit he got himself into.
I'm no longer here for this world.
I didn't want to see Marjorie die, but Cersei's plan was so badass. I had to say, I'm with her.
I mean, you never.
Cersei, you don't bet against Cersei. I told you only
she's
certain
the Patriots. You don't bet against her.
Son, that was so epic how she murked all of them.
I knew something big was coming after that fucking shame walk, nigga.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. You're right.
Heads were gonna roll. I want to know what happened to the fucking shame lady. Is that motherfucker still alive somewhere in the dungeon?
Yeah, that's she's the personal stake for the mountain. He just rapes her.
Okay, wait.
Yeah.
Is that the interpretation you got too?
Yeah.
Okay.
He took off his clothes and his armor, and the door closed, nigga.
Did he take off?
He took off his helmet, and she was just stuck right there. And Cersei was like, whatever, said something strong innuendo, basically to go tap that ass. And we left them to their own biddings.
Yeah, fair enough.
But she was a bitch anyway, so I don't think about her the way I think about Dawn Lady with the abs I wish I had. Like, I just feel so bad. She really had to watch her daughter die in front of her face, and she's gonna just be alive with the corpse. No. That's just sinister. Cersei has to die. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, and Arya has to kill her.
You think Arya?
I mean, it'll be cool if Dany kills her.
You called it, though.
But I forgot. Jamie is the one that's gonna kill her.
Yeah,
Jamie's gonna kill her. If Arya don't, Jamie has to.
Mm.
And that's what got to go down. Jamie gonna kill her. Queen Slayer it is. Shouts out to Oshun. She right.
Queen Slayer.
So welcome to the Reviewing Dat Show.
Welcome.
It's that actor guy, Mr. Bats, in the building.
Woo-hoo.
And his mug, my other Marty.
That's right. Your favorite host, Marty. No longer a safe space. Shh, don't tell nobody.
It hasn't been a safe space for a long time.
It hasn't, man. It hasn't. I just treated it like it was. But it's your favorite host, Marty here. M-A-R-T-Y.
I just treated it like it was.
M-A-R-T-Y Edwards 504 on Instagram, Twitter, and Snap at the chat. Also go to lowrainpictures.com. Click on the Your30 tab. Co-host the show there with, what's his name? The Arrogant Observer. It's called Your30 with Marty and the Arrogant Observer.
A.K.A. the Black Actopedia.
A.K.A. the Black Actopedia.
my co-host on the Acting While Black podcast. We just
That's
interviewed the homie Devin Tyler. She was so cool. Great actor.
Yeah?
Yep, we got. She's our first woman. She's our first female.
Yeah,
guest.
you keep hitting to that. Yes,
Because I have two. My girl Trina about to come through this week, and I believe I got her set up a good time for that.
Oh, dope. Yeah.
Yeah. Because
she'd be good. Yeah.
I mean, she has a movie out theaters right now. She's got to walk the red carpet. Apparently, she gives acting tips and advice. And I'm like, okay, Trina, come through and talk. What's going on with you, girl?
What's she in right now? What's in theaters?
5 Feet Apart.
Oh, she's in there?
Yep.
Okay. I was not gonna go see that.
Me either.
Now I think I will.
That's the only reason. I just want to see her scene. I'm trying to, before I go spend money to see a movie I have no interest in, I was trying to see if I can get a great bootleg just to see it. Because it's the Queen Sugar effect, bro. I only want to see your scene, Trina. I don't care about the movie. I don't care about the white people and their problems. I don't give a fuck about none of that, dog. I just want to see my girl kill some scenes right fast and call it a life.
If that's possible, I'd like to do that as well.
You know, like, I love you, Trina, but I don't got, like, that's not my kind of movie. Like, I was like, damn, girl, this your big screen debut got something I got, like, absolutely no interest in. Like, not at all.
Yeah.
If I had movie pass still, I would go see it.
I have A-list, so, yeah, I'm like, I can't, yeah.
Well, go do your thing, dog.
Yeah. I'm gonna check it out.
Some kind of way, I'm gonna see your shit, Trina. Possibly before we had this interview, possibly not. We shall see. But I got Devin and I got Trina there. I don't know who I'm gonna bring in, bro. Like, I remember the thread I put up. I got like 150 actors that just replied to that thread that time.
Oh,
but it still makes it hard to be like, but who do I want to choose to run it with? So toss up. But it was fun.
Nah, man, I like the way y'all. I like the progression there because, like, well, it's only been 2 so far, but you kind of touched on different things there, and sort of listening to it, it's like, shit. Well, you know what? Maybe it's not too late. Maybe
nope.
Like it's and it just different energies, different conversations, and y'all hit on different things there. But it all sort of comes back to the whole idea of preparation and stuff, and doing your research and being on just standard shit that it's like, yeah, sometimes you need to be reminded of that.
Hell yeah, man.
But no, it's dope. I dig it. I can't wait to hear the next one.
Oh yeah, and L-Dub don't realize he got secondhand smoke, and I realize when he got high, he don't. Like, there's at a point where Lawrence starts talking like a lot. And I'm like, he's saying real shit though. But I just noticed, like, I'm looking at his eyes through his glasses. Cause I realized, cause Devin's sitting in the middle, Lawrence is sitting right opposite me. And I think what made me really realize is I hit the blunt and I know I just blew it straight into his face. But he sat there unfazed.
Just like, yeah.
It wasn't like it never happened. So like then I just started paying attention to him. I'm like, at one point he started running about something. I think he got lost in his thought. And I was like, Lawrence is high. And he don't even know. All right. I would listen to it back and make sure, but I remember having that thought. So yeah, it's still a great episode because we talk about all kind of shit with Devin, man. And you know, she was a great person to bounce off, just craft. Because that's what I have to say. The show is not like we interview the guests, but it's more of just a craft conversation, and you know, we sitting here and running with you and see, you know, what you got on your mind. You dig? Because, you know, the normal interview thing seems so formal, and I just like, okay, we sitting on the couch and talking. What's your amp? How your journey going? That's it. That's what it's really about.
Like
how's your journey going? And really, and I don't care, like, you know, and as we move forward, I've said, I'm trying to get from the Lance Nichols down to the rookie cat that's just trying to ask questions, you know? Because we all on the same little tip, and there's no blueprint. There's no map. There's just this how that person got on, this how that person got on, this how that person got on. This person didn't get on, but they found happiness elsewhere. You know, there's so many stories.
Right. Okay.
So, you know, moving forward. We're reviewing that show. We got shit to talk about before we review Captain Marvel in the main event.
Lady Cap!
Because that one's gotten some mixed situations and ideas about it. It's kind of like having me confused as I watch the joint.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear what you... So this is one of those dope moments where we saw it separately. I have a story. And I don't know what Bats thinks.
Hold up. That, you guys didn't hear that. That was not the familiar sound of a Marvel intro.
Hell no.
There's no way, you know, we have any Captain Marvel in the background or anything. But what were you about to say? No, we have not seen this movie. Together.
We haven't seen it together. And I didn't even bother to text him because, of course, when he's like, I'm like, are we on tonight? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, yup.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, he's like, Captain Marvel review. And my first instinct is to say, okay, he saw it. What'd you think? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Emojis. And I was like, you know what? He's not going to tell me. So I'm not even going to ask. I'm just going to wait until we get there to talk about it. And boy, I can't wait.
Oh, we're going to talk. But before we get to that, did you see Black Lightning? Like the last couple episodes?
I haven't seen the most recent one.
Cool. That's the season finale.
That's the season finale, the most recent one?
Yep, episode 16. It's the last season finale.
What?
Yep. Black Lightning just went out with an interesting ending. But we'll talk about it when you see it.
It's the season finale?
My nigga. They got a short season last year, too. Last season, too.
Yeah, but I thought we were getting a longer one.
Well, if it's not the season finale, it's a mid-season break. But from what I'm hearing, it's the season finale. And there's also that talk about, even though it's been greenlit for season 3, there's talks of if the ratings don't go up in season 3, they're going to cancel it. It and Supergirl on a chopping block for ratings issues. Yeah.
I mean, they're trying their best with Supergirl, man. I don't know what more they could do. Yeah. I mean, I gave up too. So I can't really speak to it myself because I'm like half a season back. So, yeah.
Yeah, I got some catching up to do if I ever go back to see Supergirl. But I'm probably going to catch up on Legends of Tomorrow first.
I'm definitely catching up on that.
You know what I mean? And,
yeah,
it just is what that is.
It is what it is. Yeah.
But Black Lightning is like, the more I watch it, the more I feel like this show would probably work better on ABC. We got Blackish. We got all these black run shows because so much. It's like, which show is This Is Us come on? CBS? I don't know. But it just
ABC.
feels like This Is Us with superpowers sometimes. It's such a family drama and a superhero show like second. And even when I watched how the season went out, I was like, okay, like superhero elements. But y'all do not drag your feet on the familial. I'm not gonna call it sap because it's not necessarily sappy. It's just this is a very unique take on a superhero show at times. I've noticed, especially getting to the end. But we'll talk, man. You ain't finished it. We ain't finished it. I don't know why I can jump around too, and they become a blur. At a point.
Yeah, I can't even really remember the last thing that happened. I know that they're still kind of fiddling with Jennifer's suit.
Oh shit!
And so like she technically at this point doesn't have one. Bill Duke is still walking around.
You have to finish it now. I just remembered a few key things I need to know what you got to think about. Never mind.
Okay.
Get to it. I have to think like, wait a minute. You say something about Bill. Then I think about something. Oh.
He's like, oh, okay. Clearly, I haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, the last episode has some reveals that I hope that sets up a season 3 that won't get canceled. I don't know. It's hard. It's like once you lose your audience, it's hard to get one back a lot of times. Sometimes you're just stuck with what you got.
Yeah.
But we'll see how that shit play out.
So much for Static Shock.
Right? News hits that this next Batman movie might be set in the 90s. You gonna stop hating on this Batman movie.
I'm sorry, dude. You know what? Like you said, dude, trust the director. And as much as you motherfucker, I hate. Was I listening to? I swear, dude, you were trolling me on your own show.
Possibly. It's very possible.
I swear you were trolling me because you were talking about Matt Reeves. And yeah, it was definitely on Fly with Bats because I remember it was Devin and Joe you were talking to. And you had said something about, it's Matt Reeves, man. It's Matt Reeves. And I'm like, is this motherfucker, is he trolling me right now? I'm like, no, we just recorded. There's no way he's trolling me from like a week ago. No, there's no way. And I'm just like, it's Matt Reeves, man. That's like all I remember you saying. And I'm like, I swear to God, man. He's fucking with me, man. But no. I
don't remember.
Okay.
2, highly possible. Highly possible. Because I know they're fans of the Planet Apes movies too. So I might would have been like, just to get them to be like, yeah, those were great.
I mean,
it's highly possible for me to have been trolling you. Like, yeah.
Maybe.
I'm just going to give a strong maybe, leaning yeah.
Okay. So, like you said, I trust Matt Reeves in this regard. What
if they got James McAvoy to be the Riddler? He said he wants the role. That's the only reason I'm throwing it out there.
I mean, after like Glass and the rest of those split movies and stuff, I don't think my man can do no wrong until I'm reminded of X-Men. So
he's not the bad part of X-Men though. There's nothing really bad about him in the X-Men in that franchise.
They've just started to write Charles in that way that I just don't like him anymore.
I understand, but his acting isn't the problem.
His acting isn't the problem, right? Okay, fair enough. But no, I don't think. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I'm always up for him.
I mean, so far they're saying that Penguin is going to most likely be the antagonist, but I read somewhere else that it might be Penguin and Joker. Then Matt Reeves also said that he's going to have multiple villains in this first one. So we're going to see where it goes. But all I know is James McAvoy said, I want to be Riddler. And I was like, shit, nigga. Like you just said, you could do no wrong after Glass.
Yeah.
Or after Split and Glass. I just don't like Glass. But,
Don't like the ending, man.
Oh, your boy is back. We never speak on that.
Oh, yeah.
James Gunn and this bitch.
Yeah. So
he's doing both Suicide Squad and Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Time out.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
He's doing them both?
He's doing them both. Both of them.
Okay, now that's news to me now.
That's
I
new.
did not
No,
know
who
that.
does that? Who's ever done that? That's like someone being able to simultaneously do a Star Trek and direct a Star Wars movie, and everybody's good with it.
So, okay, that's wow. Like, you got to give me a second to put my mind back together because you just blew it up.
Right.
So, couple things. To me, and I could be wrong, I feel like a lot of the pre-production for Guardians 3 was kind of mostly not, I wouldn't say completed, but it's in the process or whatever, right? So, I mean, I guess theoretically, he could, juggle both of them. I mean, it's Disney. It's a huge undertaking, I think. And then DC, they're gonna be asking for a lot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They're asking you to breathe life back into this franchise and do. I guess I'm imagining do James Gunn it up.
Yeah.
So
with Idris, shouts out Idris.
Yeah, right. So I mean, I guess theoretically, yeah, you could do that. I just. Okay, second thing. Second
it fucked you up.
Yeah, because I'm like, I wanted to make fun of Disney, but then I'm like, then you just fuck my head away. I'm like, oh, okay, they brought him back and they're allowing him to stay on and do Suicide Squad as well. That's fucking nuts. But Disney fucking firing the man to rehire him, I thought was just some bullshit, man. It's like, was this the plan all along? Were you giving us a little drama? Were you playing us this whole time? Because this is some bullshit. You know what I mean?
Bruh, I think so.
You think so?
I think they always knew they were going to bring him back, just he didn't know. That's why he went and signed a contract to do Suicide Squad. But I think they always had in the back of their mind, like, all right, we're just going to wait our time because people forget. It's just what people do. So I think Disney probably knew that if we wait a long time, no one's going to care. And, I think that's what's happened. I mean, people are celebrating it. No one's even thinking about the issue.
Yeah.
So he's about to be the director of Suicide Squad and Guardians of the Galaxy, and I hope they aren't the same movie. Because there's a charm about seeing him do what he did for Guardians for Suicide Squad when he was taken away from Guardians. But since he's still going to be doing Guardians, now it's going to be weird if he has the same style or tone for Suicide Squad. I don't know.
I think...
I don't know, but I know that I want it, but I don't know what it's going to be. I don't know how it's going to turn out. I'm confused.
I think the question is sort of what his intent is at this point, because that could be a great artistic challenge for himself, but is that one that he wants to take on, or you know what I mean? Or is his plan to...
My nigga's intent is to make money.
Yeah. So
nigga, and dog,
with that in mind,
I've never seen that happen. So that's why I'm like, he's doing something. He about to make history, really, if he pulls them both off. Because the thing is,
you think this is something they're gonna like? This is final. This is like this. Yep. There's no way this is changing. He's definitely gonna do both.
This is what it is.
Okay.
So I'm saying, dog, he will be helming two competing franchises. If he does well with Suicide Squad, he's going to be the sequel most likely, especially if it's popping. And now that they've let him come back for Guardians of the Galaxy 3, they're not letting him go. So he's going to be the first director of his kind to be helming competing franchises. That's trippy.
I'm And James Gunn is the one they gave that to. All right, fair enough.
Dude.
I mean, I guess Guardians did that damn well.
I mean, it did do that damn well, though, because come on, you see what he did something. He took virtually nobodies to the main audience and made them household names. On paper, it shouldn't have worked. Freaking talking raccoon.
Yeah.
A freaking tree. You know what I'm saying?
Who only says one sentence.
Come on, a green chick, Randall. Like, a lot of shit shouldn't have worked on the paper if you followed the old mode. He created a new mode to success because talent. So, hey.
I mean, yeah. This will be the theme of the show. Trust the director. I mean, hey. All right.
I mean,
Let's see what's going to happen.
And he's going to have even more toys to play with now that the Disney-Fox merger is completed.
Oh, now you mean with Fantastic Four and all those other
Fantastic Four, X-Men, all of the X-Men characters, all the Fantastic Four characters and their villains. Because that's the thing too, sometimes certain properties share villains, like certain superheroes share villains. And some people we didn't get like Doctor Doom. Doctor Doom is one of the biggest villains in Marvel. Not just Fantastic Four, Marvel. This nigga's been a god before. This nigga's been the master of magic before. He's had wars with Black Panther. He's had wars with the Avengers. He's been good. He's had wars with Iron Man. Like, this is a primo villain that we could have been having in the motherfucking series, but none. They talking about a rumored X-Men versus Avengers situation. I'm like, yo, you got to establish the new X-Men before you start talking X-Men.
X-Men versus Avengers.
That's a comic book. And, so they saying that at some point Marvel kind of wants to work towards it, wants to get the X-Men rolling. But the rumor is X-Men might not get rolling until 2021. So that's something like far in the future either way it goes. Because you got to establish how you're going to bring mutants into this world. And they should have been around since forever. Unless once, like we said before, some Professor X done something to everybody's brain, or Thanos in his last movie going to do something that's going to change reality.
Yeah, which I think is highly possible. Have you heard the rumors of them sort of being a part of the Stinger in the in Endgame?
Who? X-Men?
Yeah.
Doubtful.
Some sort of hint at the X-Men?
I mean, if they're going to hint, if anything, I heard that rumor, but I'm like, you don't have a script, you don't have a cast, you don't have anything, you just have an idea, you just know what you want to do with some toys in the future. So the only thing that you can do, honestly, is when reality is set back, is not set back perfectly, and then you might see a news article of mutants and this and that and this and that, and whoever remembers is gonna be like, what the fuck, you know what I mean? Because everybody can't remember. You know what I mean? Probably only the original Avengers are gonna remember that anything happened. While everybody's gonna come back to a world that's altered, or regular for them, but altered for everybody who went through whatever they went through. Because they're talking some epicness on this one. And when does Endgame drop? Is it May? April, May? April next month.
Next month.
Oh my God, they're about to set the world on fire next month?
Yeah. Right after which one comes? This one. Us.
Man, see, look here, bro.
Oh, man.
I'm scared of Us. It ain't come out yet.
Us, yeah?
Bruh, see, psychological horror fucks with me because, it's the brain, and my brain start thinking too deeply about outcomes and shit. Like I said, like on Game of Thrones, Lady Dawn still being there, like, bothers me because it's, like, screwed up on another level. Get Out fucked with me on a bunch of levels. I dug the movie, but I was like, oh my goodness. And I'm not a horror guy, but Get Out wasn't trying to intentionally be horror. It was supposed to be thriller. Okay. Now that this guy's really trying to do horror and is getting 100% on all reviews, meaning they saying it's one of the best. It's like an instant classic of its time, a masterpiece horror film of its time, meaning it's going to actually probably be scary as shit. Yeah, I'm already scared of it, man. I'm spooked. Eyes a bitch, sir. Eyes a beach.
Oh, man.
I don't want no parts of that.
Marketing worked on you before the movie even came out.
Nigga, the marketing worked, dog. Because it's not even just a trailer, which is creepy as hell. But I can deal with creepy trailers, son. But when everybody coming back calling it a masterpiece and of horror, and like I said, horror ain't my thing, that makes me go, oh, man. This is going to fuck with me when I leave the theater. And it doesn't sound like it's going to have a happy ending. Doesn't feel like it. But I'm gonna support the black shit.
Yeah, it doesn't. I don't get the impression we're gonna have a happy ending. It's don't expect TS motherfucking A to come save the day. That ain't gonna happen.
No,
not this time.
Only thing that makes me think they might have a slightly okay ending is because there's kids involved.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
The only thing that can make me be like, well, maybe they ain't gonna go so hard on the kids. But
yeah, maybe
who
the
knows?
kids, they'll go in their sleep. It won't be so.
Or
bad.
it can also end with the entire family being switched out with their evil selves, and the evil family rise into the regular city while the good family's just stuck dead or wherever they are. Who knows, man?
Bumping that same damn song from the trailer.
Hey, offbeat as fuck.
Offbeat as a motherfucker. But you know what, Lupita, we ain't gonna say nothing.
Hey, man, you Lupita Nyong'o.
You can be as offbeat
as you wanna be. You using
know,
octa.
Yeah, you gon'.
Ooh, Oscar winning octa.
Yeah, man, fuck a Rhythm Nation.
Nigga.
Fuck them niggas.
And you're gorgeous, and that booty is big. Man, I remember the first time I found out she had a dunk. I was like, ooh. So I had a crush on her mental and her swag and her skill. You hear me? I was like, damn, skin is radiant, gorgeous dark-skinned black woman. She got this whole master's, that is degree from this high celebrated spot. She murdering shit. I'm like, oh my God, this is a wonderful presence. And then they let out the pictures of her from behind. I was like, oh my God. And she fine? Like fine? Hey. What's going on, young girl?
Just trying to see.
What's poppin', girl? I see you. That's all I can say is I see you. Shouts out to Dana too, cause she got that. She got that too. But Marvel is reportedly developing an animated What If series for Disney Plus.
Animated What If?
The What If comics were one-shot adventures that lived outside the comics canon, posing questions like, what if Loki had found the hammer instead of Thor? The Disney Plus series will operate under a similar anthology conceit, and each episode will offer a new take on how the events of Marvel's existing 21-plus movie canon might have altered. They're going from the movie canon. One of the big issues with Marvel TV shows like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is that they were always forced to be reactive stories to the far more important canon of the films, and they were never able to take any big swings in the overarching story because it would interfere with the bigger plot lines of the movies. Moving over to hypothetical what-if framework will allow Marvel to get as weird as it wants without ruining the next Avengers film. The animated format could also allow for some of Marvel's biggest stars to make appearances due to the lower lift of recording voice lines compared to the cost and time constraints of getting stars like Robert Downey Jr. on TV show sets for a week or two. I'm interested. I'm curious. One of the things they had up there as a picture I saw was like they had like some Punisher Spider-Man or some shit, and I was like, if y'all gonna flip something like that, I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued, and like they said, in the animated world, it makes things a bit, more open.
I'm interested in this. This sounds like a cool idea. I don't know if I'm really on board necessarily yet though for Disney Plus.
I was about to ask you the same question.
So I guess, and they still haven't released a price.
No, not yet, right? not yet.
So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm even gonna sign up for it. It is a cool idea. They haven't locked me in yet with anything. Even with this Loki, Scarlet Witch, and who else got a Bucky and who?
Falcon
got their own shit, and I'm just like none of this interests me. You haven't hooked me yet. I mean, I think it's a cool idea, but not cool enough. I already got Hulu, and she's a wonderful. She's being wonderful to me right now. I can't see anybody else.
Well,
so yeah.
J.Steel is a Disney head, so I just hope she gets it and I can just use her password.
What are they like unlocking the vault or something when you get a membership? You think?
Rumor has it.
Okay.
Your face changed. Yeah, they're talking about.
Okay.
You get all of it. Disney trying to do it right.
It's like, oh shit! I just found out she legal.
And then they also have bought all these properties. I mean, they got from Fox. They got all kinds of freaking deals now, dog. Like,
see, you know what, man? Maybe I spoke too soon.
Right.
Maybe I spoke too soon. I won't lie.
My son over here thinking about it.
Yeah, I'm just like, now you've opened up a new set of possibilities here. So I'm like, oh, so you mean I'll always have these movies on demand? I don't have to worry about you knuckleheads opening up the vault and selling it for 20 more years or whatever the hell you do. All right, I might be here for that.
I mean, Disney's getting shit like Predator, Aliens, Simpsons, and what is this? I'm gonna find this list, dog. it's like crazy with this was sinister. It sound like J.Steel outside her car speaker. I hear a woman voice right outside.
Yeah, that too. Okay.
Yeah.
Going on to here.
Come on. I saw a list once, and I was like, wow, they're getting all these crazy freaking things at once, and you're gonna all own them.
But you know the fact that they haven't released a price point, but they're releasing all of the content, sort of to me says. So remember all that stuff we had told you about before?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's gonna cost you. It's gonna run you about $19.99 a month. $19.99 a month. I mean, come on now. We gotta pay these movie actors to be on your 6-episode TV show.
We trying to get you excited as hell before we tell you how much we about to rape you for.
I mean, I see.
See, this girl didn't fell outside. Open the door.
It's open. It's open. It's J.Steel. Did you fall?
Yeah,
for real?
we heard you.
We didn't. I mean, you didn't fall.
I heard her. She went, oh shit. I heard
did hear that.
Yeah, she fell. I heard that.
I hurt myself.
Oh, you poor thing.
It's been a weird thing.
Has it?
Yeah, it's been a
Fair enough.
Are you
Yeah,
buying
so
Disney
right.
Plus?
Are you gonna do it?
The Disney girl doesn't know what Disney Plus is?
Oh man, we gotta school her.
Yeah, you should be
Yeah,
ashamed
you
of yourself.
Hey there, man.
Of course I'm gonna buy it.
Are you gonna? Okay, that
I was
means we're
doing
gonna.
some nerdy Disney
we're
shit
gonna
today,
ride.
but it wasn't that.
So you're gonna let us use your password?
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
That's what we said
Yeah,
on. We
that's
said
fine.
we're gonna just try to use J.Steel's password.
That's fine. But yeah, I am gonna get it because
Y'all gonna do it?
I'm a Disney crackhead.
All
I was
right.
looking up
You
some
said
weird
it.
Disney shit earlier today that's like so weird. I was embarrassed. Nobody understands me. It's really strange.
Who are you?
Yeah.
Who are you?
I'm J.Steel.
Oh, right.
I mean, louder for the people in the back.
I am J.Steel _ on Instagram. And I'm also Fat Girl Nola.
Her voice is an underscore on the sound levels when I'm editing. I'm like, is there sound here? You gotta really.
There's sound.
You a whisperer. You sultry with it.
But I don't feel it though. I feel like my voice is loud.
No.
That's so crazy.
I had to teach my kids that shit recently these past couple of days. Like there's certain people who, even as kids, they have natural little voices. I'm saying louder. Yes. Louder. Yes. Louder. You're not getting louder, kid. Scream it. Feel like you're yelling. Yes. That's normal. Get me there. I feel like you're not yelling. Trust me. I don't know who told you in your house to be quiet a whole lot. But guess what? You get to get loud here.
It's their fault.
You get loud here. Be loud. Because your voice is trained not to be little kid. And we can't do much with this on stage.
My mom likes a quiet time.
She likes her peace.
I won't bash you in the face like your mom.
Oh,
You won't hit me with an extension cord?
No, not this time.
okay.
X-Men, Deadpool, Fantastic Four,
Okay.
Die Hard,
What is happening?
Aliens.
What
These
is
are all the
happening?
things that Disney has officially acquired from Fox.
Oh, wait.
Ooh,
Just the
Alien.
movie Aliens or the whole thing?
The property. They own it all.
They already had alien shit in Disney World, but it's all
They
gone
have
now.
Aliens. Die Hard, I already said. Predator series,
Bad Fantastic
Avatar
Four.
series, Planet of the Apes
Avatar
series,
given, yeah.
Kingsman series, Home Alone
wanna
series.
see
They
some-
are going to reboot Home Alone. I'm calling it
I
already.
want to see this stuff translate into more Disney rides because I'm a Disney theme park head. Avatar already did, but
Night at the Museum, they're going to reboot that. Ice Age, they're going to... I always thought that was their shit. Okay.
yeah.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer is already getting a reboot. Anyway, they have X-Files.
X-Files?
They have 24. They have The Simpsons now.
Wait,
And
but
Family
how's that
Guy.
gonna work?
What's it mean?
But they okay. Now I'm on some theme park nerd shit. Nothing.
What are
The
you saying?
Simpsons are like a huge presence in This is only theme park related though in Universal, like huge Universal theme parks, like all of them. So that's just interesting.
They have a contract, so they're
Yeah,
gonna have
they
to uphold
probably
it.
can't.
Yeah, they're gonna have to uphold it with Universal.
Yeah.
But as soon as that contract up, Disney gonna be like,
That's-
"It's
that's
us, bitch.
wild.
It's us, bitch."
Oh no.
And that's what happened before with some of the properties. They when they didn't own them anymore, Disney took that shit.
Yeah.
Us, bitch.
Because now there's some Marvel
Disney.
shit happening at Disneyland. FYI, if you're into that.
There's a sultry voice if you're into that.
If you're into that.
There you go. That's a normal pace. I like that. Tell you like my
Can I talk like
students.
that the whole podcast?
Not as deep, but as loud. As loud would be great. Not as deep.
This is J.Steel and I've made some changes.
I mean, whatever you. They pronouns matter.
Yeah.
Marty, tell me about Castle Rock. How you felt about it? You said you watched the first episode.
I watched the first one, man, and I was It took some trying. So I'm not gonna say that it's not for me. I always enjoy Andre Holland, and everything. So for some reason it still was a struggle. There's also this whole mystery about sort of his character and kind of where he went off to and what's the story behind that.
Well, he disappeared to as a child, right?
Yeah, as a child. Yeah, when they find him on the ice.
When the guy that's currently fucking his mother finds him on the ice.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That part.
Whoa.
So
it's more interesting to talk out loud about, honestly.
I was gonna say,
it
what
really
kind of show?
is. It's like
Okay.
we say these things and then you'll be like, okay, so when does that happen?
It takes time. It takes its time.
And I like that. I like the actor who plays the prison guard. I don't really know what I've seen him in really besides Max Keeble's Big Move. But he's been in a bunch of stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
Wow.
I know. I went back. I'm an old man. I don't know if you've heard.
I wasn't alive.
Yeah, that's cool. I understand.
I've heard about it in the
I was
books,
younger.
the history books.
Yeah.
Sorry.
When you go to the library, they told you about these things
It's
that
in black
existed.
and white.
It's fine. She's so low that the old jokes, I can just turn them down a little bit and they'll never be heard.
I said Max Keeble's. I don't know. I can't even remember now.
Mm-hmm.
It's old, and you have to find it in the libraries.
There you go.
In black and white.
Project that voice, girl. What you saying, dude?
I'm so hurt. But yeah, I like that actor. And what else can I say? It's sort of, I don't know, it's a little jarring too in the beginning because they're jumping around a lot, it feels. And we kind of jump into this guy's life, and then he kind of offs himself in like the first 5 minutes, it feels.
Yeah.
Am I right about that?
Something like, the guy, that old guy.
Yeah,
and
he's sort of the warden, I believe, or something. Of the Shawshank prison.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, well, I'm familiar with Shawshank, but I feel like if I was a fan of it,
sounds familiar.
the fact that this was happening around it might weigh a little more on me.
For Stephen King heads.
Yeah.
Because they apparently have so many references throughout the season and shit of all of his works.
I feel like there was a ton of stuff kind of going over my head.
Mm-hmm.
But the the more overt things were I could catch. But otherwise, I thought it was an interesting mystery. I'm sort of curious to what's going on there and what's the whole story behind it. But I don't know. There's just so much on my plate in terms of like things to watch that I'm not that interested. I'd rather wait till there's nothing on or nothing I'm interested in watching and then go back to it.
Okay, that's never gonna happen.
That's probably I know.
Come on.
I'm trying to be nice here, man.
I mean, hey, if you like Stephen King, I guess.
Yeah.
I love Stephen King.
Well, you go watch
Do
Castle
you?
Rock, and
I
then
love
you could.
Stephen
Well,
King.
you watch Castle
One of my
Rock.
influences. I'm a weirdo.
Well, you go watch.
that's great.
Well, Rel might be
love
needing
this.
you
This is
because
for you then.
Rel wanted us to review this goddamn show, at least the first episode. I came back with my half-ass review because I didn't really take to it. We just heard Marty's half-ass review because he didn't really take to it. So maybe y'all can have a womanhood moment. You go watch it for her, and then you come back and tell us what you think. Now, if you ain't fucking with it, then sorry, Rel, that's just for you, girl. We tried. We tried, bruh. We tried. Haven't you saw? I asked you what you saw recently. What you ever seen? Because we about to review Captain Marvel in a second.
I went to the movies and saw Lego Man.
Lego movie. How was
that?
How was that?
the first
The sequel.
Okay, so my biggest critique of it was the person that played one of the main characters that I feel like distracted from the entire movie. Tiffany Haddish. Her voice killed the whole movie for me. And I love Tiffany Haddish, but like it took me out of the movie because she played one of the main characters that. Do y'all plan on seeing this? No.
Maybe, most likely.
Maybe, but I
eventually.
don't mind being spoiled.
Yeah, I don't mind being spoiled on Lego movie.
So she played a character that they portrayed that might be evil. They did a Captain Marvel on us, like she's evil, but she really wasn't. But from the moment the character opened his mouth, I was like, I'm not here anymore. I see Tiffany Haddish, like.
You see Tiffany Haddish, do you?
I see Tiffany Haddish.
I'm saying, you
I wasn't feeling it.
You whisper, girl.
Oh my God, I'm not whispering.
Yes.
You're not whispering when you say, I'm not whispering. When you get into your normal
I'm
kind
gonna
of
speak
talk.
for my diaphragm.
Do that, man. That's what actors do.
That's what.
Shit. But yeah, I liked it, but it was not. If you've seen Lego Movie 1, I was disappointed. I went with my kid who's 6. He loved it. He was laughing the whole time.
He loved 2.
Yeah.
Okay. And you said you both loved 1, but he loved 2.
We both love 1 is like ridiculous.
Awesome. Yeah, I only saw Batman Lego, so I've never seen the first Lego.
Oh, you never seen the first Lego?
The first Lego movie is even funnier than Batman. Oh my god, it's like so many. No, we're not doing this.
Okay. Now you want to come to some Batman defense? After you've been shitting on every time I bring up Batman on this show? No, you can't, sir.
I don't shit on Batman.
Yes, you do.
I shit on Batman when he's
Ben
Affleck.
Ben Affleck.
Fuck him. But anyway,
it's over, okay?
It's Batman v Superman.
I don't care. It happened,
bro.
Martha.
Martha. Save Martha.
I think that was genius, by the way.
That was stupid.
I think it was a genius move.
That's
so
cool.
Stupid.
No, it's totally fine. If I was there, I'd have just like kicked Martha out the window.
What else you got to say about Lego movie, Carol?
It was a good movie. I appreciate it. Had a twist. I just gave the twist away. It had a twist where you thought the bad guy.
But that was the big twist that you just so casually gave away. I thought you was telling us some random spoiler, like not the twist.
That was the twist 'cause it changes.
Damn.
Sorry, guys.
Guys, you didn't know we're spoiler show. So if you hate spoilers, guess what? At Captain Marvel, the bad guys aren't the bad guys. That's what the fuck she just did.
You're welcome.
Oh yeah, by the way, Skrulls are good.
Yeah, we saved you.
It's the same thing in this movie. It was funny. It wasn't funny enough. I like goofy, silly, funny. I'm an avid cartoon watcher, but this one I was just kind of like, okay, that's cool. It was alright. It was straight. I expected more. They made a joke in it that was really funny. They referenced Marvel because they were talking about how it was at a point where they needed like all these different Lego characters to come up and like fight against who they thought was the bad guy. And they made a reference to like, yeah, we lost this one, Batman went here, and we can't get Marvel to call us back. And I was like, ha.
That's
because there's no Marvel characters in the Lego movies. I thought that was funny.
Oh, there aren't any. Okay.
And I was like, is that like what's really happening? I see what y'all did there.
I mean, what about the graphics though? I mean, did it at least look good?
Oh yeah, it looks wonderful. It's just
story let you down.
Yeah, because it's usually a lot of jokes that are incorporated that work for kids and adults. Like, but this time I feel like it was just kind of just straight silly, but kind of empty. It's like they had a message and they were like, we're going to make you laugh a little bit, but we have a message. And then they gave us the message and I was like, oh, and then Tiffany Haddish.
You just keep going back to Tiffany like it's been.
She was the sore thumb.
I love her, but I just could not take her in this movie. Her voice, it just was so distracting.
So you're going to love Mulan with Kevin Hart.
I'm not.
Mulan.
Kevin Hart is going to be, what's his Mushu, whatever his name is, Eddie Murphy. As if Eddie Murphy's not still living.
It's going to be the same problem.
With the live action version of
Yeah.
it?
He's gonna
voice.
Yeah,
he's voicing Mushu,
and he's gonna sound like Kevin Hart, and
like
it's gonna be the same thing.
Because I overlooked, and then someone brought to my attention that why Whoopi Goldberg in his Lion King movie. If you could bring back James Earl Jones, you could bring back Whoopi. She right over here.
So disrespectful.
I mean, she won hyenas.
Are they doing something different in terms of the hyenas this time around, or?
I don't know. I just know Whoopi ain't one of them, and I'm like. Her voice actor is still just as good as James Earl Jones. Yeah, I'm the same with Eddie, man. If you're going to do it, just go.
Mushu.
I understand why you're using Kevin Hart because Kevin Hart's a bigger draw.
Kevin Hart needs to never do voiceover work, just like Tiffany Haddish never needs to do fucking voiceover work because that's all you can see.
Money.
Kevin Hart already did fucking voiceover work in Secret Life of Pets, and I was pissed the entire fucking movie.
My God. Okay,
the entire
that was
movie. I was like, this bunny is fucking Kevin Hart.
Can that? Okay, all right.
I hate it.
He was good in Captain Underpants.
I'm sorry. Why is there silence? Okay. I
like Captain Underpants.
I want to jump in. So here's the thing. I want to jump in. I actually liked Secret Life of Pets.
There we go. You're wrong, Jessica. You're just wrong.
I'm not wrong.
Because I didn't see him. Like, what? Now, granted, when I saw the little bunny,
it looked like fucking Kevin Hart.
It looked like Kevin Hart. It looked like a little bunny with Kevin Hart's voice, which I don't know. I thought that was funny. But yeah, I dug it.
Some people shouldn't do. I mean, get your coins. I love both of y'all, Kevin Hart and Tiffany Haddish, but please stop fucking doing voiceover work in some of these goddamn cartoons.
Shit. I guess we can just move on to Captain Marvel after she just shat all over Kevin.
I love y'all though.
Tiff and voiceovers and
them.
Lego
Stop
movies and damn,
Fuck.
just gosh darn it.
So, Skrulls are the bad guys. And you're a Kree, a race of noble warriors.
Heroes. Noble warrior heroes.
Your life began the day it nearly ended. We found you with no memory. We made you one of us. So you could live longer, stronger, superior. You were reborn.
I keep having these memories. Something in my past is the key to all of this.
You know how to fly this thing?
We'll see.
That's a yes or no question.
Yes.
Would you like to know what you really are?
I think I had a life here. What aren't you telling me?
You've come a long way, but you're not as strong as you think. This war is just the beginning.
I'm not gonna fight your war. I'm gonna end it.
Aren't you the cutest little thing? Aren't you cute? And what's your name, huh?
Fury.
What's you? I'll be back.
Anyway, how'd y'all feel about this movie, man? Captain Marvel. We're about to review Captain Marvel.
What are we doing?
Captain Marvel.
Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, man.
Are you
Lady
sure?
Cat.
So, initial thoughts, man. What's your initial thoughts on this flick?
I was happy with it. I went into it with 2 bad
Wait, hold on.
reviews.
Was that necessary?
I think it is.
I went into it with 2 bad reviews from 2 different people, a man and a woman, that both said it sucked ass.
Did they give reason why?
Yes.
Oh.
One of them is an extreme comic book Marvel head, and he was just like, he had posted something about it, and I was like, what was wrong with the movie? And the only reason why I asked him was because a girl that I'm really cool with was like, it was trash. She was like, it was just complete trash. They tried to pass this off as a great, powerful female superhero, and it was just total bullshit.
See, I hate people's use of trash right now because they often are over exaggerating.
Yes.
We know trash films. We've seen trash films. This movie is not trash.
No.
Now, what did the guy with the comic book
The
shit
guy
say?
was just like, he was like, oh, it was all right. He was like, I mean, you could really skip it, but it was cool.
What
And I was
comic
like,
book
what about
related?
the ending? And he was like, well, it was all right, but just at least go for the end credit scene is what he told me. I was like,
But that's not explaining anything. Did he say anything specific about
no,
like?
I didn't get that deep with it. He was just like, it was straight. He was like, I could have skipped it. It was all right. It was kind of cool.
It was kind of cool. You could have skipped it. That's what it sounded like. That's what it
Yeah.
said because that's how you sounded right now.
It was kind of cool.
I mean, the people can hear you. I'm just saying. I'm making you very aware of this episode. I'm making you very aware. That's all. But yeah, man. As far as a lot of this shit go, I feel like we got this backlash from the what you want to say, misogynistic camp, the people that so that's over the women's anything pro women at this point is like pissing people off.
Yeah.
And men off in particular. Mm-hmm. And while there are moments throughout this film at times that I feel like that was a bit on the nose, I see you, it didn't get to the point to make me call the whole film trash.
No.
Do you think I don't know. I feel like in my circle, the people that I talked to about the movie, who I kind of walked in with a couple of their impressions first too, was their issue with Brie Larson herself.
I heard that in certain podcasts as well. But how did you feel about it? Did you like this film, Jay? Damn, that was a hard sigh.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. It was entertaining. I don't know a lot about Captain Marvel. I didn't really know much about her or her origin story or any of this prior to watching it. So, it was interesting. I was trying not to be jaded by what I had heard about it. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to give it a chance. Not worried about what anybody else says. It was cool. It was a cool movie. I think I expected a little bit more, but I'm not sure exactly of where I'm lacking. Brie Larson is... I like her, but there were some moments that just felt a little awkward, a little uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable?
Yeah.
What you mean?
Not uncomfortable, but where she seemed kind of like awkward. I would have to rewatch it again, honestly, to pinpoint like specific places, but I remember there were little points throughout the movie where I was like,
maybe her quips, because some people say, we're saying that she's
quirks about things she does with her face that are just kind of odd.
Well, I didn't say quirks. I say quips, but
I said quirks.
Yeah, you say yeah to my quips, and I was like, I didn't say anything about quirks. No, but you say she has quirks, yeah. But some people are saying like how Tony is good at throwing those little one-liners. Some of her one-liners fall flat for people.
They do.
They didn't fall flat for me, but I'm just throwing it out. I thought that's what you were referencing. We feeling like she was off.
They do fall a little flat. It's just an interesting movie. I don't know. I'm not quite sure of what I expected, but it was definitely enjoyable. I would definitely watch it again. But I will say it kind of felt like it was missing something.
Okay.
It could have been maybe I wanted more action. Maybe it wasn't epic enough, but it felt like it was missing something. But it was a very good movie. I wasn't disappointed. I left out saying, okay, this was good. And as a woman, I definitely appreciated a lot of the messages in there about being, an ordinary woman, about being a superhero and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I appreciated that. I peeped what they were doing. I saw it. I seen it.
I synced it.
I synced what y'all was trying to do. And I appreciate that she is a fucking woman. Not a woman. A woman.
She could be a woman. That might be, might be another alien race like the Flurkin.
She's a woman doing all of this shit, doing a lot of things that you typically, historically, would see a male character doing. I just appreciate Captain Marvel, period. Like, I just appreciate it in general outside of the movie. So, yeah,
And no love interest.
Yes, no love interest.
Her love interest was her partner.
Yep.
If anything.
I greatly appreciated that. So, yeah, there's a lot of things in here as a woman that I truly, truly appreciate, and that she that nigga.
I feel that. What you say, Marty? Initial thoughts on this joint?
Initial thoughts? I dug it. I thought it was just fine. I kind of dig Brie Larson. I think for the most part. So, and I wasn't really turned off or anything. Like I kind of walked in with a couple folks, just sort of attacking her more so than like her portrayal, really.
Mm-hmm.
But I could see how somebody, if you wanted to make the argument, may have thought she was miscast. If you wanted to sort of argue that, I could see that. I could see different choices. I could see maybe going another route that...
But do these people even know Captain Marvel that are saying she's miscast? Because it's not like she's like that popular of a character that has this trajectory of, okay, this is the through line of what I see through most of the... Like, she's a more recent addition as far as her current characterization. Because she's been around forever. I mean, she gave Rogue her powers. But
I think, like, well, for me, I think the miscasting in terms of, like, can she be likable on screen, or can she play likable, or whatever, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And for me, it's like, yeah, I mean, she played to it for me, but I could see how maybe it's not, what she's doing isn't necessarily universal, you know what I'm saying? But I felt like the way she was written, she did sort of what the script had kind of asked at that moment. So we were kind of building. I felt like it was just a build up to a certain moment where we get to the end and she's sort of fully realized, and we're kind of chipping away at it and adding pieces as we go along. So like for me, I don't know, it worked. I didn't have a problem with it. I thought this movie was just fine, man. I didn't love it, but I liked it a lot. I had a good time in it. The action scenes were, I'm always judging movies by action scenes and having a barometer of
Iron Fist barometer,
of course. So yeah, that's right. And this passed it, with A+, plus. So I was happy. I had good times. I laughed. Some moments for me were kind of awkward, not just from her, but from just the tone of the movie. One in particular moment I'm thinking of is when old boy walks into the house. I forget his name, but the Skrull. When he walks in, Ben Mendelsohn.
Okay, yeah.
When he walks in and he has the shake or whatever. No, not that moment, but there's another moment where they're all talking and he's just like, why would I turn it to a desk or something like that? I don't know. It's just like the jokes they weren't quite landing for me, but I saw the movie like trying hard to make me laugh. And I was like, oh, that's cute. You're trying. And, otherwise, I dig Jude Law, of course, too. So, yeah, there we go. But, yeah, it's, but no, I always always enjoy him. But yeah, I overall dug it a lot.
Okay, so the way I see this movie is how I see all of the Phase 1 movies. All of them were cool. You know what I mean? Like the first Iron Man set the world on fire. Yes. But even when you look at the first Iron Man compared to the epicness of where we went with the whole universe, that's not the first one you're gonna pull out to watch if you got to choose.
True, definitely not going to.
And that's the best of the phase. One? And that's the best of the Phase 1s because Thor, Captain America.
Oh, fair enough. Okay.
You know what I mean? All of those Phase 1 films were just cool. Especially Iron Man 2. They just were cool. Iron Man 2 is the worst of the Iron Man, yes. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So when I get this Captain Marvel, I think people keep judging it like you're judging an Avengers film. Or you know what I mean? Instead of judging it by its own merit of this is the initial, it's the origin, it's the first one. You can't judge it like you would judge Civil War, goddammit, which is the third Captain America movie. You dig?
But also too, we gotta keep in mind that but he is fucking awesome. When Black Panther stepped on the scene.
That's a different situation. That's a very specific situation.
But no, my man came on in another dude's movie. Came on with charisma.
She didn't get that chance. She just jumped in her movie, Doctor Strange. How great was that? Not really. It was cool. Cool. Wasn't the best. You know it wasn't.
He made a better impression, you think, than her?
Depends on who you're asking. I think he got more for love in the last Avengers movie. People fell in love with Doctor Strange in the last movie. They didn't fall in love with him in his own movie.
But
the one thing that you remember about that movie is the fire ending. When he kept on going back to Dormammu and he kept on that was
Strange.
Yeah, that was clever. See what I'm saying? Like Doctor Strange is like no one's favorite Marvel movie, but you like that.
Movie. It took me like 6 times to finish it. Oh my god.
Try to tell you, bro. So I'm saying like people are harping the type of pressure on this first movie for this character that they wouldn't harp on none of the other movies with the male leads. I'm peeping that. And as I'm watching this movie, like you said, there's parts of this movie where it's like, okay, this is all right. Yeah. But I like the movie, but I have to come strongly against something that you just said.
What was that?
I loved everything Ben Mendelsohn did as that fucking character. From the time, and from the moment he came on the screen, me and J.Steel was together. We was like, why is he so super villainy?
He was so evil.
He was so evil that I was like, this is the joke. This has got to be the joke. Every time he spoke, I was laughing. Because I knew. Yeah. And that's when they made him the good guy, spoiler alert, I was like, okay, it makes sense. Because they could have given him this many jokes to be the actual bad guy. He was so quote unquote evil. Because it was like, yes, what shall we do? Like, he was like, what's up with you? And that whole scene when he was going through Captain Marvel's memory after they captured him. Wait, pause. Before we get that far to it, they didn't give us enough time in the beginning of the movie because we got there late.
Yeah.
And we missed like the first, I want to say 5 to 7 minutes of the movie.
Okay, when did
we got there when they first came onto this planet to go get the bum niggas that wound up being Skrulls. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
But nigga got a chance to watch the first few minutes again, and I still have the same gripe now that I even seen more. They didn't give us enough time with Captain Marvel in Kree, as a Kree. You know what I mean? We didn't get to see, you know what I mean? We didn't get to get no relationships between her and them, and Nothing. It's like they was there, they got briefed. Now it's time to go down. It would have been interesting if we just saw like at the end of the movie. So that's why you never liked me, Minerva, the blue chick. That would have landed so much better if it would have been established earlier. Oh, they don't fuck with each other for whatever reason. You know what I mean? Some of these people that she had to fight later, I'm like, well, we don't know your relationship. We don't really know. The only relationship we know is her and Jude Law. And that's kind of because he even started coming across shady earlier than I think he's supposed to come across shady. So I'm like, I wish we could have got just more fleshing out of, did she even like it on Kree, you know?
Yeah.
And, and it's interesting, all the, white Kree people are the important Kree people, and all the blue, the Kree people of color are just, random fodder. But we're not going to get into that.
Okay.
Kree come in all colors, apparently. But,
that happened.
Yeah, dude, but.
So, I came in late, too. I came in, well, I guess not as late as you guys, but, I saw basically, when it opens up and we're looking at whatever planet they're on or whatever, and then she wakes up and she's
on Kree.
Yeah, she's on Kree, and then she goes to Jude Law.
And she trained.
Yeah, that's pretty much where I walked. I don't know how much I missed after that, but
see, I didn't see that at first, so I didn't get to see at the end of the movie when he let's fight. That's a mirror to the beginning of the movie when they was training. Yeah,
yeah,
that's just funny. That moment. Yeah,
but and then also when she gets. So I guess whatever happens when the fight breaks down and she gets kidnapped, somebody messed up my order, so I had to go, fuss at some people.
Oh, so you just missed the whole battle between the bum Skrulls, and her getting kidnapped. I mean, it's just a little battle, and then we're gonna wake up in her memories.
Right. Yeah. By the time I came back, so she's already on the machine, and they're going through her memory. You can hear Ben Mendelsohn
in the background saying, "No, not far back. No, we don't need none of this."
Come on, there
dude,
it is.
I dug that scene.
Yeah,
because it gave us some origin action,
right.
but in a different conceit, in a different execution.
That. Right, it was different. I like that a lot.
Did y'all know Annette Bening was gonna be in this movie?
No.
I didn't know either.
I appreciate it though. I love her.
Yeah.
I love her too. Yeah, it was a happy surprise.
And she's the female Marvel, because she's Wendy Lawson, but it's Marvel is what's Marvel's name? The actual male Captain Marvel. It's something. It was with a W. I forget what his first name is, but something else like Walter Lawson or some shit like that too. But that was interesting that they did the flip, and we never got to see her time as a superhero. But I like that in this rotation, the first Captain Marvel is Carol, even though they never ever call her Captain Marvel in this movie.
Yeah, just the verse. Yeah, they don't. What was? Yeah.
The what? The verse thing was funny to me because
that was funny
because he's only calling her that because he has that one part of her goddamn dog tag, so he thinks that's her name with his dumb ass or his alien ass.
Yeah. Oh, fair enough. Okay. You know what? You made that make a little more sense. I just thought it was silly.
Yeah, it's like he's an alien. He gets this. Oh, call her verse. It's not like he care about it that much. He just got it because the power's in her. But these are more of those girl moments. There are a lot of female empowerment moments.
Really
like they almost came to a pandering level, but I'm not that insecure in my situation to really be that affected. A lot of people have problems though with this type of shit.
So apparently her best friend, her daughter is someone.
Monica Rambeau from New Orleans. Yeah.
Who is she? Is that her superhero name?
No, well, her real name is Monica Rambeau, which is surprising me that nobody would take that name. But her superhero name right now is it Photon or Spectre? But she was Captain Marvel before.
Spectre.
Oh, okay. Is that what it was? I thought I heard. I can't remember what I was listening to that said that her daughter is supposed to be like this superhero.
That's what we're talking about. The daughter is Monica. Okay, the mama, I think, is Maria Rambeau or some shit.
Okay.
Yeah, Monica's the little girl.
Yeah, okay.
And she's gonna be because you see this set in the 90s.
20 years or whatever.
Yeah, the girl's gonna be grown up.
Yeah,
so she's gonna most likely get hella powers. Right. And some people are falsely saying that she was the first Captain Marvel, and they're doing a disservice to the black woman. That is not true. She was not the first Captain Marvel. She was more like the fourth person to have the moniker of Captain Marvel. She had it before Carol, yes, but. You know how much shit they changed in the movies? Get over yourself, y'all. Let's be real here. But getting into the movie just was like, to me, it's a typical origin story. We just getting to know this woman. You know what I mean? It was interesting that she keeps seeing Annette Bening, in her dreams and shit, which is gives us the connections to why she stays on Earth. I feel like the movie really, and I'm not the only person that's saying this. Most people I've heard talk about this say the movie doesn't really take off really until after Blockbuster. She crashes in a Blockbuster, and then it feels like okay, now we're into the movie.
No, it's very true. I agree with that.
You agree?
Yeah, I agree. There's another moment too later on where it really picked up for me. I'm trying to remember exactly what that moment was though. But I feel like it was unfortunately closer to the end. I think it was, you know what? It was right after she went to see Maria and Monica. That to me was when it kind of started to like pick up for me. Yeah.
So where we are in the film right now is okay. Basically, we start the movie off with her and her Kree people supposedly banging on these supposed Skrulls because we found out that Kree and the Skrull have this war going on or whatever. She gets kidnapped by one of the Skrull people and they going through her memories to try and see what she knows because they have their own intentions. One thing about the Skrull versus Kree battle in the comics is why I was so caught off guard by the twist and most people most likely were Kree and Skrull evil. Remember, we brought up the Kree, how we see them on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., how they fucked up. And Skrull, they're Fantastic Four main villains. They're a bunch of people villains, dog. But the thing is, then you got to look at it, well, all Skrull ain't got to be evil. So I guess that's the angle they went there. Just because it's awards, because they have a lot of evil people, don't mean they can't have any good versions of whichever alien race. So, that's what I took from that, what it came later. But I think that was a really good twist. But the only telegraph is how charismatic Ben Mendelsohn's character was that could give you these guys are not meant to be hated.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Any of you saw that coming at any point?
No.
That he was going to be a good guy?
Nope.
Yeah.
No, I thought he was going to be a bad guy.
Didn't see it coming at all because even though,
he's Ben Mendelsohn. He's always a bad guy.
He is.
And I just thought, I've heard of Skrulls. I was like, they're evil.
Yeah.
Like
Shape-shifting evil motherfuckers.
They're evil.
But there's one good one that's part of Runaways, funny enough, in the comics. Oh, girl's supposed to be a Skrull. The chick on Runaways that shapeshifts. She's supposed to be a super Skrull. Remember in the most recent season, a black chick that wants to just worship the blind girl, man. I'm here for you. You're my beloved. They made her another alien race because Skrull was owned by Fox for a minute, you know what I mean? But some kind of way they got them early to using Captain Marvel. But yeah. She's supposed to be a Skrull, but they went with some other shapeshifter. Whatever. If you watch Runaways, if you read Runaways, you know what I'm talking about.
That'd been cool.
But and you notice that he never was really trying to kill Ben Mendelsohn's character. Never was really trying to kill her. Bomb ass scene with the hands. Bolted up by whatever those things were. She was busting ass. That was just a great little comedic and fun fighting scene early on in the film.
You hear little feet running.
I was taken aback at a point because this was the only power she had for the majority of the film was shooting, the photon blast out of fists. And I know from comics wait, Cap's supposed to be able to do all kind of shit.
See, I wasn't even thinking like that or aware. I just was like, oh, okay, she could shoot shit from her hands. That's what Captain Marvel does, obviously. I had no clue until the end. I was like, oh, okay.
That's a bad bitch.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a bad bitch.
She showed up in a couple of comics that I read. I'm not really familiar with her or anything, but my understanding of it was she was like a female Superman. And then I was like, well, maybe she doesn't fully understand her powers. Maybe she needs the sun or something. You know what I mean? I didn't know what was going on in terms of because that seemed like that's all she could do for a while.
But they explained it later that they had a chip in the back of her head, which makes sense because you can't ever be all powered early. But she gonna be a problem when we get to the Thanos shit.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for that fight.
Yeah, I'm excited.
You know what I'm saying? So she lands back on Earth. The Skrulls, another comedic scene with the Skrulls when they get to Earth after her, they all turn into hot chicks. You want to hate these guys and then making jokes about I got this one, you can't be this one. I mean, it just kept on being this ongoing. You're bad guy. You're charming me too much, man.
I felt like there was a bit of and I guess everybody agrees that there was somewhat of a fast track to let's get Sam Jackson and her together as fast as possible.
I mean, it made sense though. There's the Men in Black. That's how I felt when him and Coulson rolled up. I was like, okay, they're the Men in Black. Some shit went down. They got here early.
When
Sam is so different,
That's
young.
what I was trying to figure out. At this point, were they dealing with extraterrestrial, interplanetary shit, or were they just normal as people that kind of fell into this, and this is how it started?
No, he said I was a spy previously, and that S.H.I.E.L.D. was already supposed to deal with whatever type. They're the next level type spy shit. So they never encountered alien shit yet, but anything weird is what they
yeah,
dealt with,
yeah.
as well as actual threats and shit. So this is what started, because even in the movie, changes it to Avenger Initiative,
Yeah.
and even saying somewhere in the movie, he's like, yeah, we never knew there was this. So if
Yeah, but
there's
that's
other,
what I was trying to figure out when they first popped up. I was like, wait, are y'all like, is this weird to y'all, or have y'all already dealt with these things before?
I think this is the first of this kind. That's how I took it, at least.
Well, they didn't seem very, or for me, they didn't seem very surprised by it all. They kinda,
that's what I was wondering.
You know, they were kind of low key surprised
They
at
were.
that. You know, so
Maybe
it
no-
just sorta
maybe-
seemed like not the first time. or
Maybe they're aware of aliens, but none had never crashed down like that before.
Yeah, maybe they were waiting for this, and it's like this is it.
I don't know. Maybe that was just poor writing. You know, it's
Yeah.
just, that's just the other
Right.
side of it, because I felt like even in Avengers 1, this whole alien thing was like, a big thing that Fury had been once again, preparing for. That's what he started when he saw the Captain America and the Iron Man. So he put the Avengers together to deal with something like this coming. But when it came, it felt new, and then it seemed like he's been having this over the years since Captain Marvel. So I don't know. I think they're still trying to figure it out. People making a big deal about this de-aging shit, and I just be looking at Samuel Jackson like, look the same to me.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Like Coulson looks younger,
Yeah,
but
Coulson does.
but Sam looks the same. Like we black don't crack. I feel like he's had the same face
He
forever.
has had the same face forever. He hasn't really changed.
Like I guess the de-aging of black people just to give us smoother skin,
I'm like,
That's about it.
because he doesn't look no older or younger to me. He just looks
gave him
like Sam.
hair.
They give him hair and a more pleasant disposition
yeah,
because he's
yeah,
younger.
That's true, fair enough.
Because, yeah, he's not the Fury we know. I kept looking at him being all talky and chatty and goofy, and I'm like, oh, okay. Fury. With 2 eyes.
Somewhat.
That's a pop-up. Guys, we're doing an audio show, man. You got to pretend like
Oh,
that's not
yes,
happening.
that's not happening.
Yeah, we
There's
got
nothing going on at
we
all.
got a weird pop-up.
I think my moment though, I think he was saying when you couldn't remember the moment where it hooked for you or when it picked up, but I do remember when they're in the car driving and Coulson hits him up on the radio and he's like, I've done all my sweeps and collected samples and just wondering where you are.
Well, yeah, Skrull Coulson
Yeah.
in the car with him when he's trying to track down Captain Marvel as she trying to track down Skrulls and shit.
Yeah.
When that Skrull took that shot at her and almost hit Sam or whatever, I mean, like everything from Blockbuster on, because that's when we get the funny moment with your boy, the security guard. She asking him, like, did you secure all of this? I mean, like, yeah, like, because then we get into Sam, then we get into him and the fake Coulson, and then you get into the speed chase moment, then we get into the bus when she has to fight with the old lady, and the great Stan Lee cameo, which, if I'm not mistaken, how often does the superhero actually acknowledge Stan Lee in his cameos?
Oh yeah,
The closest, I think, is when he delivered that mail to Tony
Stank.
Yeah, Tony
Yeah,
Stank.
yeah.
That's the closest one I can remember to him in the superhero. Because usually he's in the background or he's reacting or something.
And Tony touched him one time. I think that was in 1, and he thought he was Hugh Hefner.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you know what? Damn. Actually, Robert Downey always kind of touches him. I guess touched him in the second one too.
Because I think it's pretty fitting that like this, because they didn't know he was gonna die. So this cameo was her like really giving him like a nod of
that
like.
was interesting.
Yeah, they said they reshot it. She doesn't, or the point when she looks at him and gives him the nod and smile. That's a reshoot.
Okay. Now that makes more sense.
Yeah,
all right.
I was like, wait, this is like she's really taking a moment. Like, did they know?
Right.
Please didn't tell them this is my. I'm sorry, that's not funny.
Man, as he's reading Mallrats, which was one of his first cameos in any film, but that was a cool little tidbit. Even though he looks much younger in Mallrats, but
did you see Kevin Smith's?
I saw the headline for he liked the shout out, but I didn't watch it yet. I'm gonna peep it.
Oh yeah, it's dope. Yeah, he's a blubbering mess.
Yeah, he's a crier. He's a freaking crier.
Yeah, he is a crier.
But you know what the original shot was before they reshot it?
Oh, I don't know what the original shot. I don't think she acknowledges him. She doesn't like smile at him or whatever. She just kind of keeps going.
Gotcha. I'm like, these people tried to help protect the old lady as if this old lady ain't doing parkour. I was kind of getting pissed off by that shit. For real, fuck off.
Yeah.
Fuck. Come on.
You realize this lady's doing a lot of extra stuff.
Yeah,
here, right?
Bruh.
something is fucking
Something
going
else
on.
is going on. I understand this is in the world
Like,
probably
stay
hasn't.
out of the way.
Man.
We need to help Captain Marvel, man. I mean, this lady's kind of kicking her ass.
Bro, old lady had scrap, but they also was once again was holding her back. She getting them good licks in. The old lady jumping around, and I'm like, okay, you know. But I like the way this is how they introduce that a Skrull could be anybody, man. Like you
That's
come out here,
hilarious.
you looking for them, but who you looking for? And then once again, then they give you the moment when Coulson was a Skrull all the time, and that was such a nice reveal.
Yeah, I love that moment. But I guess kind of knowing, just knowing Ben Mendelsohn is there somewhere under all that green makeup, and then him here.
See, I didn't know.
Oh, you didn't know?
I didn't know that Ben Mendelsohn was the Skrull guy. So I called it. Like I think me and Jess both was like, oh, he's most likely a Skrull, but I didn't know that because of Ben Mendelsohn. I just took that off a story.
Oh, okay. No, because
I feel like he covered his voice nicely too.
Yeah, he did. He did. No, he did. I was just like, it's him. And then
I get it now.
I was like, oh well. And then he kind of does that little thing at the end when he's like,
My brother,
we'll finish the work we've done.
Brother. And Sam looks at
Travel well
that
to the
Skrull
right,
dick.
Yeah. So
Why you want to look at Skrull dick, Sam?
I mean, why not?
Okay, Jess,
Like,
I
when are you
understand.
ever gonna see that again? The fuck?
I just not on my mind, but I got you.
I mean, it's not on my mind.
Curiosity.
I'm not gonna lie though, man.
You probably would.
I'm
Like,
curious now.
Look at what some alien
I
dick
wanna-
look like.
Oh, there you go, man.
See?
Come on, man.
I think they should have made it more of a bit of Sam in that eye, because at that one moment where he got in a wreck and his eye got fucked up, I was like, okay, are they gonna do this again? Because the mystery is, how did he lose the eye? Going in, they said they was gonna answer it. We found out it's flirking, but in the previous movie, he said, man, when I lost my eye, that taught me not to trust nobody no more. So as he just like,
He's been making up shit.
so he's just been making up shit all these years is what they're showing
I love
us.
it. I appreciate
And
that.
like he trusted.
Well, he did trust the flirking, but
He
damn.
told the flirkin, I'm gonna trust you not to eat me.
But no, when he
didn't
tries
eat
to
it.
sell it as a fucking, I forget what movie it is. He tries to sell it as like some way to inspire.
Yeah, some sort of.
But
big
it
shit.
winds up being a random fluke flirking attack.
Kitty alien.
I
That
wish
was
I would
the
have
most
known.
Disappointing thing of this movie.
It was cute to me.
I liked
You
it.
thought that was no.
I wish I would have known going in that
hated
flirking were in comics already, because then it would have made me laugh knowing that it's a thing.
Oh.
Yeah, they're not
Okay.
the movie didn't make that up. That's
I
actually
figured it
a
was
thing in the
something
comics.
I
Yeah.
figured that it was.
I figured that it was, but I wish I would have known going in. So when it's up, because when your boy was all unsettled, I'm joked out just thinking it's just a cat, but that's what they're supposed to do. That's supposed to be the gag of everyone you think is a cat, so he flip out. But I know those nerds, when he called him a flirkin eventually, I know the nerds like, it might really be a flirkin. It might really be. What did Cap Marvel say to Sam when Sam first was fucking with it? Did Cap also say it's not a cat?
I don't remember.
Because he
I
said
don't remember
something.
that.
Sam was being so nice to it, and then she just was like, whatever
She
the
was like,
fuck
leave
about
the
it.
cat
I
alone
think
or
she was
something
like,
that.
really?
Yeah,
something like
that's
that.
something like that. Yeah.
I wonder if she knew it was a flirkin.
No. Probably.
doubt it.
She probably didn't give a shit. She's Captain Marvel. Fuck
She
her.
had good chemistry with Sam.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She did.
they had a dope buddy cop thing, kind of, or buddy cop movie thing happening.
Mm-hmm.
Because all people saying she was wooden and stuff, but I think she really shined.
She
She
was
shined
wooden.
with
This is the
she
best.
shined with Sam, and she shined with Rambo, Mama Rambo.
Yeah, true.
They had a good. I like the chemistry when they came together.
I
I
wouldn't say
dug
she
it
was
the whole
wooden.
way
She just
through.
wasn't. She was a bit more no nonsense than some of our other buddies we've met.
But then they
Yeah.
also explained that that's part of the Kree training to co-holding your emotions, and that's why she was trained the entire time. They said at the top of the movie that we got, that your emotions gonna get you fucked up. So maybe she's
yeah.
playing into that, because that is the Kree way. Even on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., they say the Kree way is the some Vulcan shit. So maybe it's just because they showed the flashbacks of her being more fun even with Rambo. You know what I mean, when she was previous.
Yeah, playing karaoke, singing karaoke.
Yeah, all that. So I don't know. I want to see how she plays with all the ensemble on Avengers Endgame before I come down on her. But I wasn't bothered by her. I just took her as that's her character. She's just that's going to be her character.
That's
She's
how
the
she's
serious one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like maybe that's what it should be, because they talk about the new Trinity is going to be Black Panther, the new Thor, Doctor Strange, the new Tony, and she the new Cap. Is like, you got Doctor Strange to be quippy. You know what I mean? She ain't got to necessarily be the comedic motherfucker. She could be that real no-nonsense soldier that she is. And she has moments of levity. I still don't see how Sam was supposed to believe she wasn't no Skrull just because she shot.
Yeah, that was funny. But I like how he called her on it. Like,
Yeah, he said it though. Like
what is
that's
that supposed to show
right.
me,
I'm glad he
motherfucker?
called her right on
Skrull
that.
might be able to do that.
Right, nigga. I don't know them niggas. Right. So, but yeah, dude.
What your boy said, tell me something that a Kree couldn't make up. And
She showed him that like.
Skrull, yeah. He's like, I can't eat vertically or horizontally cut toast. Is that what he said?
Some weird shit like that.
He said, I can't eat my toast if it's cut diagonally.
I
I was like, I feel you, Sam. That shit is weird.
Can't have that shit.
They call me Fury. Only Fury. Just Fury. Nigga, they call you Nick. Fuck you talking about. So as the movie progressed, did they get arrested or something?
They got detained because they didn't want them to find the shit from I was about to say Professor X, Jesus. From what was her name? What, from Marvel.
Oh yeah, Wendy shit. Yeah. Because we find out eventually that she was really an alien. One of the white Kree. And in the comics, that's a true thing about Captain Marvel. Because the thing is, they are white Kree. Jude Law's character's not supposed to be white though, but whatever. But Captain Marvel looks like that, and that's one of the reasons he was able to blend in, because he's supposed to go to Earth, blend in, and do some evil shit. And then he realized, I want to do this shit. I want to do some good shit. And since he could blend in with one of the few Kree that could blend in with the Earthlings, boom, Captain Marvel get to blend in and be all super and shit and protect Earth. But so I had no problem with her being white, because that's the point. But Jude Law, get your blue face on, man. What's popping?
He didn't want to hide his beautiful face, and he's Jude Law. That's why.
You ever saw Jude Law and Alfie?
Yes.
I dug both Alfies, Michael Caine's and Jude Law's.
I never saw the Michael Caine one, yeah, but I heard good things. But yeah, I dug him. I dug him in Closer. And you ever seen Closer?
Yeah, I think I have seen Closer.
Yeah.
Is that the one with all of them? Is Natalie Portman, Clive Owen,
Julie?
Oh, that movie's fucked up.
Hell yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's based on the play too. Yeah, it's based on the play. I really dug that film.
Me too.
Yeah,
Me too.
had some great freaking dialogue, like for real. Another good little action scene with them coming at Sam and them. Where did the cat come from? Did it just pop up?
It came from the place where they went from Project Pegasus.
Oh,
it was just chilling in there.
That's what we should have known. Something was wrong from the dump.
Space.
Like this
It's
weirdo cat. Yeah, well, yeah. It went down with the flirt. Goose. Shout out to Top Gun.
Yeah, I can't remember why his name is Chewie in the comics, but I can't remember why
they just want to shout out Top Gun because Carol was a freaking airplane motherfucker like on Top Gun.
And I think Chewie was also the co-pilot for Hans.
Chewbacca.
And I think that's what they were doing a shout out
in the comic.
Yeah, because of in Goose the co-pilot in Hot Shots.
And Top Gun.
Top Gun. Sorry.
Yeah.
Hot Shots was the parody of it, right?
Yes, bro. Yes, it was.
Hi, Marty.
Hi, Marty's in the building. I'm high too. But shouts out to the little girl that played Monica Rambeau. That girl was adorable.
Awesome. Yeah.
But
She was a baby.
one moment took me out of this film, and I think it could or could not be happening on the screen soon. But
don't change your eyes. Don't you change a thing,
dude. At one point, so Carol could talk to Maria alone.
Oh yeah, it was.
They
weird.
send Samuel Jackson into Monica's room. So
stranger.
a male. What black mama you know gonna let some nigga she just met just go into her daughter's bedroom to do any motherfucking thing?
Bedroom, period, male or female. That would.
You know what I'm saying though? Like what you
Ain't
mean
no
though?
black mama about to let no stranger in the room with their damn.
I don't care if somebody tell me when he came in with Carol. Nigga, she didn't see Carol in 10 years. Nigga, she just let some random nigga.
His ass to go stand outside.
Come on, son.
Go stand outside, Nick Fury.
Yeah, Fury. But it was a great moment getting the two friends together. They had, once again, whoever played Maria Rambeau, this character is supposed to be played by old girl from She's Gotta Have It. No, is that the name of it? Not She's Gotta Have It.
Yep, She's Gotta Have It.
Yeah. But
that's the same actress?
No, it was she was cast as this at first, but she had to drop from the role for season 2.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I that would have been a big money buck for her, but you're still making your money on season 2. But I know that had to hurt. You had a Marvel film
Jesus.
role.
Yeah, that's hard. That's that decision as an actor. Ooh, Lord.
That's that what?
Decision as an actor. Like, what do you do?
I mean, what you have done?
I don't know. I feel like I don't know what I would have done. I would have went with Marvel.
I kind of feel like I would have went with Marvel too. No disrespect.
But I feel like maybe season 2 like can't function without me. So let me go do this Marvel movie right quick and let me come back.
Just
like,
push it back
come on, guys, Marvel.
Work with me here.
Marvel, Captain Marvel.
I want to do them both.
Yeah, I would have picked the movie.
But she was under contract.
Well, then how the hell did she get cast in the first place?
I don't think she knew. I think she did an audition, got cast, and then they realized they was doing a season 2. And you know the time
probably
space
a
conflict. That's what happened. It was a conflict, and you're already the main character. On She's Gotta Have It. So you gotta.
That's that thing as an actor. Do you pick the show that lasts forever? Or do you pick the fucking movie? I've always said the movies. Fuck the shows. Yeah. For me, not fuck them, but in disregard. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
I made you the bit.
Contracts are contracts, and
they must be
lawyers talk that talk, you know.
Transparency, my nigga Christopher Robinson just entered the building, man. He had to pick something up. That was us speaking to this nigga in the background and shit. So Actor Christopher Robinson, that's the homie. Look him up. Anyway, but yeah, that's a big decision. That's a big decision.
I would do the same shit. I'd be like, oh my god, a Marvel movie.
So you'd threw away your TV show?
Not threw it away, man. I would have.
No negotiations. Something like y'all gotta make this work. Don't you notice to me?
I feel like she probably had all those same answers.
Yeah, like she gave it away willingly.
If she's anything like me, she probably cried. There were many tears because I would have cried.
Nigga, they ain't got to be anything like you. I would have cried, nigga.
Yeah, I'm like,
nigga, what a Marvel film was, and that's a great character. That was girl killed it. That's her blessing. The actor that played it murdered it.
But that would have been like that would have been like that would have been a thing for her. Like that would have even.
Yeah. She could have got both. That would have been nice. Boy. Now, this was lightweight hokey that Lil Monica got all these pictures of Carol and shit. Like, then people started being like, was Carol and her mom some relationship that we don't know about? Somebody said that. A few people said that they might have been first, hints of lesbian relationship.
I wondered if they were going that way. I was like, oh, are they going to be like, is this her woman? But then when they weren't, I was like, oh, I appreciate that they're not.
Yeah, I appreciate that they're not
that's
too.
That's her sis. That's,
Yeah.
That's sis.
I felt like that would have been
we don't need no, we don't need no niggas. We don't need to be in love.
Mm-mm.
We just.
I got my own shit going on.
Right. I appreciated that.
Yeah, but I felt like that would have been a huge complaint too.
Yeah, they knew not. They couldn't do that. They couldn't do that.
Now, this moment when she answers the door thinking that Maria's neighbor is a Skrull, that's the kind of comedy that works best played off of Brie Larson's Captain Marvel. It's when she's not making the joke. It's a circumstantial, funny situation. It's almost like how Thor was before we found out, wait, Hemsworth is funny by himself. Yeah. But like the joke was fish out of water or like, situational. More situational with her, I think, works because that was a very funny scene.
Yeah, it was.
How did you feel about my man's accent?
I don't remember it. I didn't register that it was fake.
No, it felt authentic.
Oh, so why you asked me about the accent? There's something special?
Oh, no, I was just wondering, like, because remember, I always hear you talk about how they make, like, people from down here sound like a certain way and stuff like that.
Oh!
Like, I thought like his was read, like, I felt like I heard that.
My G, I didn't try to listen to it because I didn't register that they actually said Louisiana.
Yeah, they were in Louisiana.
You told me that earlier, and that's the only reason I knew. Because when you said it earlier, I was like, "Oh, really?" Because I know that Monica Rambeau character from New Orleans, but I didn't know that. I must have dozed off. I must have looked away. I must have blinked. I don't know because I ain't confront. I was high as shit. I confront when we saw this movie. I dozed off a few times, not out of boredom, but out of I think I got too loaded before I saw this movie. So I wake up like I wouldn't lose minutes, but I knew I lost seconds, and I'd be like, "Fuck!" So that might have been one of them times when Louisiana popped up and I didn't react. Because if Louisiana would have popped up and I registered, I'd have listened to that man talk and I would have an answer for you right now. And I probably would be mad at it.
It sounded like an accent that wasn't from New Orleans. It sounded like one of the outlying river parishes.
Cajun shit?
It wasn't. But I remember when they were filming, they came down here to film Captain Marvel. And I was like, why the fuck are they here? I mean, I was like, okay, I get it, but what? So when this popped up, I was like, oh, that's probably what they did.
Because the character from here.
Yeah.
Did they say New Orleans or did they just say Louisiana?
Yeah.
So that's what covered that. That's what covered his whack ass accent.
His accent was not New Orleans. I was like, oh baby, you sound like you from
from Louisiana.
From
there's New Orleans. There's New Orleans. There's New Orleans and there's Louisiana.
He did not sound like
he sound like somebody. He runs somebody fishing boat. Right?
Yes. Like he catches the crawfish.
He has gators as personal friends.
Yes.
But yeah, man. So Ben Mendelsohn character popped up in these people's house. He had a Skrull pretended to be Maria Rambo around a kid. That was creepy when she sees her. That has to be something trippy to see yourself watching your kid and shit. That was wild. But the way he entered with the milkshake again was, dude, I loved him. I'm sorry, Marty, that you didn't appreciate him.
Part of the movie.
Dude, he might have been my favorite character.
Well, you know, when in that moment, it was. I can't remember when he's telling him why would he change it. Why would he turn into a
that
desk?
shit was hilarious.
And I laughed.
To me, Marty.
You
that
laughed
was
still?
so
Okay.
funny.
I think I laughed at everything that guy said.
Oh my god.
He had me. He had her too.
I loved him.
He had us.
Okay, fair enough.
No,
I liked him more
Jordan.
than I didn't. It was just there was.
No, you didn't like him. Just like Black Dynamite, you didn't like him.
I don't do that. It's not the same.
Go home, Marty.
Go home, Marty.
I had to be high as hell though the first time I watched that, man.
Yeah, because you missed a lot. You missed a lot.
I missed so much shit. I didn't even realize where I was when I was, man. But anyway, yeah.
So
I rectified it.
So your boy Alien, my dude, he come through with proof that they been fucking with your mind, girl. Trying to let her know, like, look, they been fucking with your mind. I like the moment playing on we're in the 95, so like uploading things onto a computer, just even a picture takes long. Nice joke. I like most of the 90s jokes. Y'all kind of was too on the nose with some of the 90s songs. Some of them songs I felt like y'all just trying too hard. Like Waterfalls popped up for no reason. Like
yeah, it was random.
Okay.
Unless they're going for the metaphor. Unless they're going for the metaphor of say, woman, don't fall for the okie doke. Maybe that's what they was going for. I don't know. Cause don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers. I mean, maybe some deep shit they was trying to go with. I'm trying to reach out. Yeah, I'm just a girl after all. But
that is the most egregious one of them all.
I'm just a girl. I dug it though. I'm sorry.
Okay, guess what? I didn't like it.
I dug it.
Okay, cool.
I love that song, but I was like, no. I was like, don't do it.
I love the song. Yeah,
I didn't want it.
I like No Doubt.
I didn't want it. I didn't want it. We get it. I'm a woman. I'm here. That's why I'm here. I feel it. No.
It's something else.
Wasn't necessary.
We nothing.
Give me some some dun 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 dun. You know, some like action epic shit. Give me some Nirvana.
Like some Nirvana. That's what you want.
I'll take some Nirvana.
I'm not whispering. Stop it. Goddammit. You will not.
So we get this whole flashback of actually what happened with Miss Danvers and Marvell. And, you know, she was chosen by Captain Marvell to pilot this freaking fancy-ass ship or whatever. And what was she trying to do? Well, we find out later.
Yeah, she was going to fly that mug herself.
Yeah, but she couldn't.
And then so Carol stepped in. And she was apparently going up to the what was that sort of hidden safe haven
that she had for the Skrulls, the good Skrulls.
Yeah,
because I want to keep saying they're the good Skrulls. Bad Skrulls are the majority.
What was the name of that space?
Don't remember. Probably high dosed.
But yeah, that was the plan to go up there to that.
But they got shot down.
Yeah, but they got shot down on the way up.
And so your boy showing how it's Drew Law and them that killed Marvell, and Drew Law turned on, was about to fucking kill you until you had a clever maneuver of shooting that thing and getting your powers. Boom, boom, blast, you heard me? Yeah. And, now Carol, she sees it, it's clear. And now she ready to get with some Skrull action and, do some superhero shit. Well, save the world shit. Do some boss shit, man. What happens next? They go up into space, which is a great moment. We got the flirking up there. We got Samuel chilling with everybody. And, we get to the space station. We find not only the Tesseract, which was cool as moment. I love that moment when we saw the Tesseract. I was like, oh. But we also find out that Ben Middleton's Skrull was just trying to find his family.
Just trying to find his baby and his baby.
That's when I was like, oh.
His daughter's son, because I thought it was a little boy at first, and then when he said her.
I think it was a daughter's son too.
It's a girl. It was a girl.
But there was a moment too where I knew Jude Law was gonna be evil. Something
I
he
saw
said
that
or did,
too.
I was like, oh, you're fucking evil.
He
like,
just
he
seemed
lied.
shady.
You know what it was? It was the fact that I was like, wait, why is he not telling her what happened to her? It was something where she was like, oh, I think that I'm having flashbacks of who I really was. And he
That was early,
like,
too.
He was like, fuck all that shit, basically. And I was like, oh, you're
It was,
evil.
It was when she first crashed outside of Blockbuster, and then she manipulated that fucking phone so her space shit could work. And she was like, this feels familiar. And Minerva was like, I hate this place. That's the blue chick. And he was like, they didn't, like you said, they wouldn't tell her that she's been there before.
Wait, so if she's having these flashbacks, that means he knows something. Why is he not telling her?
And
I was like, something is wrong.
Yep, shady. Yeah. We all call shady, bro. You see shade. And ironically, just like they did on Aquaman, where Aquaman's brother actually looks how Aquaman looks in the comics. Jude Law looks how Captain Marvel looks in the original one. He's blonde haired, he has the green eyes. And a lot of people thought Jude Law was gonna be Marvel. And a lot of people thought that, and he wound up being the villain of all things. But once we meet up with the Skrull family, then it's like, okay, let's go at Jude Law and them, and it's just this whole fight, and then I think she gets kidnapped again by Jude Law, right? Because this was talking to Supreme Intelligence, or Jude Law is being...
This confused me for a second.
Yeah. Jude Law is all in her head.
I wrapped my head around. I was like, wait, so is Marvel evil?
No.
But then I was like, okay, that's not actually her.
We also missed the beginning of the movie at that point. And the beginning of the movie, they had established Supreme Intelligence and how it takes on the form of whomever in your head and such. So we didn't know that. So at first we had to play catch up on, oh, this Jude Law controlling some shit, fucking with her. But like, how'd you feel about that bending? Like, twerking. They gave her some things to do in this.
They did. I liked her a lot, and I was like, go ahead, Annette Bening, you ain't too old for this shit.
No, she's a treasure. She can never be too old for anything. I love her.
No, I'm always a fan of hers.
Because she was herself as Captain Marvel, but then she was the evil Jude Law version, the Supreme Intelligence version. They got this whole montage of, this was pretty on the nose, all this montage of the girls getting up. Get up.
You're just a normal human.
Get up.
You're just a normal human.
Get up, but humans get up, humans rise. Yeah. And it was sappy, but I'll take it. It's a freaking superhero movie, whatever.
Sappy, but I think it fit this.
It fit in this moment.
Movie.
The whole movie is not freaking sappy.
A little bit.
I felt like this was like, take that, Wonder Woman.
I mean, maybe.
No, this moment, I mean, not the whole movie.
No, I'm just saying the montage of, whoop-de-whoop. Like, and then she got up. I just think maybe it might have been a few too many girls standing up. Maybe we could have got like a good little 3-4, not a good 7-8. You know what I mean? Like, they showed her at every freaking age standing up. I'm 3 standing up. I'm 6 standing up. I'm 9 standing up. I'm 12 standing up. I'm 17 and a half standing up.
Because we are great at any age.
And I'm like, that's fine, but you did require...
They showed her in the womb, too.
You're right. That's what they might as well have freaking done. So then we have this whole, she finds out that her powers have been freaking... Oh, that's what happened. When he kidnapped her, he, like, used a little thing in the back of her head to, immobilize her. And then get in her head, but then she overcame it, and we got to see freaking Super Saiyan Marvel. Because when it went down, when she was able to burn that shit out in the back of her head, it went down.
This now, if we only could have got more of this version of Captain Marvel.
Yeah, more action shit.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
More action shit, more wrecking fucking
house.
It
was very slow.
I don't think it was slow, because we still got action pieces all over the thing.
It was little tidbits. It was like little sprinkles.
But once she goes Super Saiyan,
I honestly thought once she went Super Saiyan, I thought this is how the whole movie was gonna be.
Oh,
just
really?
Because of how much Captain Marvel was hyped up, I was like, "Oh, this bitch about to kill everybody."
I kind of thought we might get here a little sooner, but then somebody did.
Origin story.
Yeah.
You know what? Let us ignorant folks think what we want.
I'm not even saying ignorance of comics. I'm saying look at every other origin story.
I was hyped up, and I was like, "This Captain Marvel, but the movie about to start with electricity and fire."
Because she actually destroys a whole space fleet by herself. Because we never spoke on Ronan from Guardians of the Galaxy was in this bitch the whole time trying to claim a stone, and how early on, like, nah, nigga, you ain't claiming nothing. Even Djimon Hounsou's character was in Guardians of the Galaxy too, and we seen him as young Djimon. He managed to be the only one that made it out. Because I remember that from Guardians of the Galaxy 1, I mean, I'm Star-Lord. Who? Ooh. Yeah. So, like, it was a nice little cameo for him there. And I think we're at the part where the Flurkin saves them. So, like, this was a whole little deal. How'd you feel about her final battle with Jude Law?
I personally loved her Indiana Jones moment, where you know, I dug it. It played real cool because it played back to the scene in the beginning.
Yeah.
Where he's going through the training with Jude Law or whatever. Yeah. I kind of saw it coming. Yeah. I was kind of half-heartedly though hoping that I got to see a hand-to-hand fisticuffs and then she, you know, kick his ass. But in my head, I was kind of like, you blasted him the last time. I feel like that's going to be the kicker. You're not really going to give me that hand-to-hand thing I want.
Without knowing that it's a mirror scene, it's even funnier.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because the nerve of him to be like, yeah, now prove to me, fight me hand-to-hand, one-on-one. Let's go. So not knowing that she did that earlier, when she just did it, I was like, laughter. It works. It worked. Yeah. It freaking worked. I love seeing Maria Rambeau, you know, beat Minerva. We really seeing the women like, because how did you see female Air Force pilots?
Right. Yeah. Not very often.
I can't think of any other time.
No, never.
Not in animation. Yeah, you know what I mean? Cartoons, I might have seen it, but like in film, it's very, very rare. Super rare. I'm hearing the next Rocketeer reboot is going to be with a black chick, so we'll see.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
that's the rumor.
All right, well, that's how you bastards. That's how you get me interested. Because I did not like the first one.
I loved the Rocketeer when I was a kid.
I've never seen that.
Okay, that might be legitimate. You was too young. I think that's early '90s shit for real.
Don't tell her that.
I wasn't alive, guys, because they're old. Just a reminder. They're old.
One of these days, I'm gonna just say your real age on air and then call it a life.
That's just mean. That's so mean.
Yeah, not to a 21-year-old. What you saying?
I felt like that movie was too sophisticated for me.
Rocketeer?
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna lie to you. As a kid, I was just like, why are they talking so fucking much, man? Like, why isn't he rocketeering? It's like, and when he does, he fucking sucks. And I'm just like,
did you play the game? I think I got the game on Nintendo. That's how old this movie is. The game was on Nintendo.
What is a Nintendo?
Sorry. She even snorted. She really thought that was hard.
All right. I remember renting. That's one of those games I rented.
Yeah.
But I didn't live with that one. But yeah, I remember it. I do remember it.
She destroyed all these freaking Starfleets like a freaking badass.
That's my favorite part.
I love the Mohawk costume, though. Like, that's cool as hell.
I love the reaction of the Ronin after she destroys everything and he like pauses for a second. He's like, he says something like, "Tell everyone to retreat."
She is the defense, right?
For the
like,
for the
yeah, you should.
Like, no, for the
no
for the weapon.
For the weapon?
Yes,
she is the
like he tried to keep his cool, but you know he probably like shitted himself. Yeah.
Well, unfortunately for you, you were killed by the Guardians of the Galaxy, Ronan, so you didn't get to see her come back. Sorry, first movie murdered. Poor guy, the stone murdered you. One thing I'm seeing that she's so powerful is like in her future movies, who's she gonna fight? Galactus? Fuck.
That is a good question. I mean, the door's always open now.
I mean, yeah, we have all these characters, but like she can't just fight a regular person. She destroyed a fleet by herself. Look at this. She exploded. What? It's gonna be great to see her fight Thanos types, but like after the freaking Avengers movie, when we got to get a sequel, somebody got to invade again for her to fight, or she gonna spend most of her time in space. I'm very curious to see how they're gonna follow up with her in particular.
So she was equated to like Superman for me.
You mean Goku?
Yeah. Well, no, like
he ain't with it. The thing is, we see your boy, the sidekick, was like, "I'm not with it, Ronan, sir." Like he gave the look like, "Nah, bruh."
It's on you.
But what you said, son? You said Superman.
But like, does she have like sort of like a kryptonite or some sort of weakness?
I don't know because I don't read all her comics. I'm like you. I'm way more acquainted with her through her being in other people's comics. Yeah. But I did read how she got her powers because, like I said, she was Miss Marvel forever. And I think just one day when she was Captain Marvel, I was confused because when she became Captain Marvel, I like this some years ago when she made it, but not like decades ago. I was like, wait, when did she come out the coma? Like, she been in the coma for a minute in my brain,
Right.
but then I have to go catch up. Like, oh, she been came out the coma, and like she wasn't as powerful as she once was when she came out the coma in the comic books. But she ain't fuck with Rogue at all, like at all.
Oh yeah, they still beefing. Yeah,
they were beefing for the longest, and Rogue couldn't shake the connection she had psychically with her because she held on her so long. But eventually, they got cool after she became Captain Marvel. Not cool, but not beefing. Just being like, all right, bro, shit happened. It's in the past. We ain't about to go get beers, but I ain't gonna sneak you on sight no more. You heard me? Like, we good enough.
We Deku and Bakugo.
We know we Deku and Bakugo by the time you get to season 3. You gotta get to about season 3 for them
for that to be yeah.
So so after the final, hey, I bet that you didn't keep up. I bet. So how did you feel about the final fight, J.Steel? How did you feel about the final fight with Jude Law and Carol Danvers after she's like, that's such a funny name. I wish she would have said I'm Captain Marvel or something, because when she was like, I'm Carol Danvers, I'm like, Carol is not a strong name. You sound like somebody, white AT.
You sound like my mom.
I'm Carol Danvers. That's not a hard name. But anyway, continue. How you felt about the ending?
It was cool. Every time we get to these final showdowns, I'm like, please don't let it be easy battle where they like fucking kick them and then they fall out and then it's over. Mm-hmm. So I appreciated that it was a struggle, that there were moments where I was like, oh shit, what if she doesn't win? Oh shit, what's gonna happen? So I would say it was very fitting for all the shit that he put her through and all the deception and how conniving he was. I think he met his fate. And I appreciated that. So it was a good fight.
But that still plays into, I think we would have felt it more if we got more of her relationships on Kree.
Yeah.
Like more seeing it, like they tried to develop her and him, but they showed their hand too early that he was shady. Mm-hmm. I think there's a better way to present that so you really feel betrayed.
Yeah,
you really care about.
They could have had him say something like, "Oh my goodness, you having all these flashbacks. Let's look into it."
Something like
so
get the spotlight off of you.
So that way, when it happens, it's like, you bitch.
Because it was when she decided to fight against Kree. Okay, cool. It wasn't like, oh my God, she's got to do this epic thing. She thinks she's Kree. She's fighting her friends. It was like, oh duh, bitch, of course you got to fight Kree now. But it should have been more of a, they were your friends, they were your family to you for years. We didn't get that levity.
Yeah. And then also too,
is that the way I use the levity? That breath, that heaviness. But what you saying?
I was saying that. Well, they also it's clear that they altered her memories because like she saw a Skrull when it was actually Jude Law that whole time. So it was like it's possible for them to alter her memory. So yeah, to sort of throw the scent off of him. It would have been cool if he had did something like, let's go to these
good memories or something.
Yeah.
Oh, that like you like, let's check into it. And then when they check into it, he altered some shit that we don't know is altered yet. Yeah. And we just seen all these good times of her and her people and this and that. And that would have been a quick ass way we could have saw more relationship, come back later to even see even more deception because damn, we thought when we first saw it was a legit memory, but then we could find out later in the movie that no, that was them altering even her good memories. So even when she saw maybe like how we saw the flashes of her and Maria when they were having fun. We saw her and Jude at one point when she first brings it up earlier in the movie. We can see her and Minerva. We can see her and other. That's right. Yep, I agree. Because and it wouldn't have been this long, prolonged thing. It would have been worked in. Like, oh no, we checking your memories, make sure you're good through some supreme intelligence, and yeah, that would have been good. That would have been a good review. I agree. Totally agree with that. How'd you like the ending? So she kicked his ass, and then everything. I guess Samuel Jackson decides he wants to make the Avengers initiative after seeing on her plane that it was called the Avenger. Photon, which is little Monica's name, is on her mom's plane. I saw that in some YouTube Easter egg things. Oh, yeah. Okay. So she's gonna take up her mom's Monica when she grows up, most likely because that is one of the Monica Rambeau aliases on the girl's plane. Captain Marvel decides to take up bring the Skrulls somewhere they could be safe and jump in the Kree Skrull war, and that's I guess basically why we don't see her for all those years. After she gives Samuel Jackson his beeper to hit her for emergencies, and I'm like, all these Avengers movies weren't emergencies, Sam. But
when the attack on New York went.
Now what emergency? I guess he felt he had the Avengers, so he was good. I guess.
Sure, yeah, he's
we'll take it.
Up here fiddling with the Avengers. So why was he?
But all that, how'd y'all feel the movie? The ending.
I like the ending, and it gave me hope for yes. Fuck Thanos. It was a good ending. I didn't really have that many thoughts about it, honestly. I was like, oh, okay, this is cool. That's how I felt. I was like, this is cool.
Mm-hmm. Cool is going to be the reigning judgment of this film. It was cool.
It was a cool ending. You know,
Yeah.
she kicked Jude Law's ass. She's fucking super powered and amazing and a badass. Cool. And she's gonna fuck some shit up.
And fight wars.
Yeah.
And come back with longer hair and help the Avengers.
Yeah.
What about you, Marty?
Well, you know, by the time I got to the end of this, like I said, I had a couple people in my head previously or prior to watching it. So by the time I got to the end of it, I just was wondering, well, damn, did we see the same movie? Because I actually dug this.
Right.
You know? And I kind of walked in with no expectations because, to be perfectly honest, the trailers didn't do a lot for me. But by the time I got to the end of it, man, I thought that, yeah, this is going to be dope. I can't wait to see her interact with the other Avengers. I can't wait to see her kick Thanos' ass. And, you know, to see what's in the future for her when she kind of comes back and I guess is a fixture in the Avengers.
Yeah.
You know, so.
That one thing I really want to see is how she interacts with others. Because even with that little teaser of her around
She's
Thor,
so weird.
it just seems like she's going to really come out amongst the squad and the team. Because all those personalities, I think, is going to pull the persona out better. With her playing off all of these big characters.
Sorry.
That's how you felt about her performance, huh?
No.
I felt like that was just like it wasn't even really a proper stinger. It felt just like a scene from the next movie.
My nigga, dude, but that's how the stinger was for right before Civil War. Remember that shit when they took that direct scene from the film.
Yeah, they did.
But I gotta admit, dog, the most recent trailer for Endgame didn't do nothing for me.
None of them have really done anything for
The
me.
one
They
before
can't
that
show
one.
us anything.
I mean,
the one before that, yeah.
The
one we starts talking to the helmet.
Yeah, that
was a good
one I really love.
Okay, fair
but the
enough,
most recent one, I watched it and I was like, okay.
What do you got? So, okay, we get it. Oh, boy's coming back.
Right.
Yeah,
I guess you're gonna time travel. Whatever. Like it
sure.
did nothing for me. I guess there's some we was watching once. We looked at the trailer and you was like, it was Aquaman. I think we watched all the trailers for Aquaman, and by the third one, you was like, whatever. I'm just gonna go see it anyway and gonna have my thoughts.
Right, and that's kind of I just want to see it at this point because I know you can't show me anything of true value right now.
They just admitted recently that all the trailers is like they purposely only give you shit that's not gonna be in their movies. They give you the footage that they cut out. They just want to give you enough of the narrative to keep you interested, but their deal is to preserve the surprises of their film. I just read this interview with the directors, and they said, like, you know, we're gonna give you a little. We're giving you even less than you realize we're giving you. Basically, what they were saying.
No, I think we realize it. Oh my god.
Damn, I be hating when Siri just records on its own.
Hey Siri.
But yeah, man, freaking. I like I said, I'm with y'all, though. I dug the movie. I'm just ready for Endgame to come, and I like that the Flurkin coughed up the Tesseract, but it's hard to keep up with the timeline of the Tesseract because it was in Captain America. I don't know how he's the first Avenger. Well, I guess he's the first official Avenger because she's an Avenger. I don't know. Some things are kind of confusing to a degree, but hey, I think Endgame is gonna clear everything up. Because where did we find the Tesseract? Did S.H.I.E.L.D. already have it at the top of Avengers?
Yes.
Captain America lost it in the water, and then S.H.I.E.L.D. got it in the present time.
At the end of Thor, they show it to the doctor.
Yeah.
The doctor, the German or whatever doctor. And then when
but that means they have to lose it in the 90s at some point. Because didn't we see it in the water?
Because, yeah, when they recovered... Oh, yeah, they would have. That doesn't make sense.
I don't know, man. But
I'm confused.
We're going to piece it together, man. We about to get out of here. We're gonna piece it together, especially since we're going to be freaking reviewing Endgame when that drops in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, man, really soon.
Oh, my God. That's about to make all the money, all the ducats. The coins are going to freaking Endgame, bro. And it seemed like it was so far away at one point, but now it's here.
Yeah, I know.
It's time.
Yeah, I can't wait for it, man. I'm hoping that it doesn't disappoint.
Well, yep, fucking with the movie. It wasn't the best of the best, but it was nowhere near trash. Can't give it that. hit us up, man, at reviewingdat@gmail.com. You refer it, we review it. We got In Time still coming for your peanut. It might be behind Green Book. I know we're doing Green Book. We're doing End Time. We're going to finish out Black Lightning since that season is over. And from there, I think Avengers will fall in by the time we do those 3 reviews. That's when Avengers will most likely be up. Be in the, next up.
Are we doing Us? Did you say that?
I didn't say that.
Okay, I'm sorry.
But I think we most likely will be reviewing Us.
Okay.
So, I'm still scared. I'm afraid.
I know, that's all.
I'm afraid of Us.
I don't know. It's cool if we don't. It's cool. I think I'm going to try to check it out Sunday, though.
But, it comes out this weekend?
Mm-hmm. Yep, comes out Friday. We'll start screening it tomorrow.
I guess I will go get Afraid this weekend.
You'll get a what?
I'm afraid of Us. You didn't get here. You weren't here. We talked about
Why
it.
are you scared of it?
Because it got 100%. It's being heralded as a horror masterpiece. I think it's gonna scare me. I'm so excited. I'm a ussy pig. I'm a complete ussy pig.
I'm not a ussy pig.
This is that actor guy.
I'm an ick day.
You're very much an ick day. But this is that actor guy, Mr. Bats, man. Hit me up at Mr. Bats on all your social media platforms. Spell it Mr. Outer, you ain't gonna find me. Martin Bats Bradford on that Facebook and IMDb. And did I see here say FlyWithBats@gmail.com because I want you to be part of the conversation? If I didn't, then I just did. But for this episode of Reviewing Dat, I'm out like Super Saiyan Marvel. I got the beeper for y'all. Fury can hit it whenever they need me.
You said, wait, Super Saiyan Marvin?
Marvel, man. Captain Marvel.
Sorry.
You're not even high. What's going on?
I might have something else going on.
Hey-o!
I'm J.Steel. And you can find me on Instagram at IamJSteel_.
You can also find me at Fat Girl Nola, where I put lots of food in my mouth.
That didn't sound weird at all.
No, not at all.
No, it didn't.
You can find me, Marty.
In St. Louis, rolling on dubs. I'm sorry.
You can find me, Marty, MartyEdwards 504 on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat, plus Ultra. Somebody please. Somebody please get my back here. Anyway, go to LorrainePictures.com, click on the Your30 tab where I co-host the show there with. What's his name? The Arrogant Observer.
Larry Universe.
Acactopedia. Called Your30 with Marty and the Arrogant Observer. We are at some point going to record a 200 episodes, so check it out.
200.
200, man.
Is he going to wear the same jacket he planned on wearing at the Big Easy Awards?
If he gets it, he probably will.
Yeah, man.
That and a wig.
He
likes to wear wigs.
Yeah, I always hear you talking about the wigs on there. You feel me?
Like when he answers the door, he doesn't shock me anymore. I don't know what he's gonna be wearing, but there's no more surprise.
Go get a date. Don't go alone. I've been nominated a few times for Big Easy Awards.
Yeah.
And a few times. And I've learned that I need to go with a date, or it's not a fun experience as much because it's like I'm more introverted. So when I go by myself, I'm just like by myself. And it's such a big event. I've watched it grow. At first, it was pretty small, but it's grown into being like, damn, nigga, you feel like you watching, like Lawrence says, like, damn, nigga, we had a award show, huh? They even have like skits from the different plays over the years. They might have like certain plays do a scene or whatnot.
Oh yeah.
Dude, like it's a legit event. It's cool, but go with a friend, go with a date. Don't go by yourself.
Okay. Oh wow.
Especially because it's even worse if you lose. Because I've been nominated a bunch of times, but I've never won any. Only time I ever won an award was when I went back we did 2 trains running at Dillon University, and they paid me to come back and be in the play because I had already graduated. And I won that, but I didn't win that. That's the college. That's us as a squad winning. They just let me like accept it. But like out of all the professional ones, I didn't win any. But I felt like even if I didn't win any, if I had like been there with a date, it probably been still cool. Like, well, fuck it, we about to get drunk and this and that. No, fuck it, it's just me.
What is it, like an open bar here?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay, well, I'm calling off that day. Cool.
You need to go with your boy.
Yeah?
Go with your nigga, man.
All right.
Y'all need to go have some fun together.
Yeah, I gotta get my ticket. I'm getting my ticket.
Get that
Big
ticket.
Easy Awards, man. Yeah, man.
You should go.
So, we out. That was just a random conversation.
You're welcome.
Yeah.